I would like Instagram more if it had a PC app.
You can do a third party.
Names are lined up. Okay, recording and cast. Yeah, I wish I could like build out some stuff on it on PC more easily. Everyone's really quiet.
I'm just trying to get shit set up.
Sure. Sorry, what are you saying? Okay, hush. How you doing, bud? Alright. Tweet is ready to go when we are ready to go. You guys lucky that I decorated my walls finally?
About time.
Looking good.
Yo, that fucking skull with the crown and Watch Dogs. I actually like this mask more. It's just hard to see from this distance. Control, Bobby, as you can see. My Comic-Con backpack. One
Dude,
Mississippi.
This fucking game.
What?
That Paco Forever game, that car one for the iPad.
Oh yeah. You've been playing it?
Yeah, I've been playing that, but like, you can't ever dodge the cop cars that are driving straight at you.
Yeah, because they don't have as far to turn to get out of the way. And they
and you don't have enough reaction time to do it anyway. Like, what the hell?
So I think the goal is to just never drive straight.
But the thing is, like, I turn and like they end up driving straight at me, and then like I can't turn past them, so I only get to drive for like 30 seconds.
I've had one go for like a minute. It was all right.
The next goal is like 90 seconds, and I can't get that far.
Update info. And forgot to do that. Remember when I used to do that without muting the mic during the recording?
Yep. And the couple times I didn't mute my hookah.
Yeah.
Is the fan coming through on my mic?
No, barely if it is. Our idle noises are coming through just about the same on OBS, so there's some dynamic compression in there. We're good. Okay, we're gonna go live in 3, 2, blink.
We almost had that like perfectly synced tonight.
Almost.
Like, on both channels.
That's dope. Dope.
Eric, I think you've been broadcasting, by the way.
Yeah, I have been.
Okay.
Is everybody's audio coming through again? Because I gotta. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go.
Oh my god. You can hang out if you don't do that.
You can. Could you not?
Just chilling in my office, laying on a blanket. Fucking barking at nothing. What's up, everybody?
What up?
What up?
What up? How's everybody's week been? Bobby, happy late birthday. You get to go first. What did
Happy
you
late birthday,
do?
Bobby.
Regale us with stories of soft close hammock, Bobby.
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. That was a lot of fun. The weekend, me and my wife and some of our family and friends all made our way to Table Rock Lake, and we had a boat which was really nice. And we had a lot of alcohol, which was even better. And we spent most of the day floating in the water and then eating fried foods there in the evening. It was good. And then
What kind of fried foods? I want to know.
Oh man, catfish.
Oof.
Hush puppies.
Oof.
And
I'm already
okra.
weak.
It was
Okra
very
Winfrey?
good. Okra Winfrey, the vegetable that gives you all the good things.
The vegetable that gives you a car.
It
Well,
was
hydrate.
a lot of fun. And then there was actually 2 games that I'll be talking about tonight. Both came out. One came out on my birthday, and the other one came out the Friday before. And those were the games I was hoping to get some time with. So on my actual birthday, the wife and I just had a very chill few hours where I got to sample some of these new games, and that was a lot of fun.
I do know that one of the games you're going to talk about is making me real. It's getting me even closer to just buying a Switch.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are waiting for at this point in time.
Money,
Well, I know
homie,
one
money.
of you.
It's literally money.
If I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna wait for the new ones to come out that are cheaper.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about that. I
I
want to have one that
we'll
like
talk
I can
about-
play Mario Kart with my kid on a TV, but like I don't know if she's gonna need that when she's 3. She's gonna need that when she's 3. Start her early.
I would tell you right now, knowing that you stream, like I don't stream, all of you stream. There's not a great way to do it currently, but there's a way to do it on the Switch, not the Switch Lite, because you can dock it and then you can wire that into other shit. The Switch Lite, you won't be able to stream unless you do like an off-screen type deal.
Yep.
So I think even there for you guys, like that might just seal the deal right there.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, I just want to be able to play my games in 1080p and let the dock do some of the loading, because I've seen like Crash Bandicoot's loading times while not docked, and it's not bad, but it's a little annoying.
I'll also say this, like there's going to be a lot of people that will probably be looking to upgrade because the Switch itself just got a better battery and processor. I'm pretty sure it's a better processor, and then the Switch Lite. And there's going to be people who want to throw their money at those things. So you might be able to find like a secondhand Switch for a pretty decent price.
That makes sense.
So
get somebody $200 so they can get their Switch Lite, and I can get their old Switch.
Yeah,
save $100 on a new Switch. Well,
there you go.
So that's it, man. Watch some cool shit. Hung out with some cool people. Had a great birthday.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby.
Do we sing now?
No, we do not.
No, we do not.
That's Eric's
Only
job, and
if
Eric's
you
job
put
only.
a small hat on me, and then
Dunce cap?
clap, and bring out some like a really shitty scoop of ice cream with some Hershey syrup and a candle on it. That's what most restaurants do when you come at your birthday.
You have a very specific
all
wish
of those.
list for this. Yeah, Ryan's like, I got that though.
Yeah,
we can make this happen.
We can, yeah. I was going to get you a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle, but if that's all you want, then
That sounds like a nickname for an uncle that asked you to
Pappy Van Winkle
play in his tent.
Pappy Van Winkle is the bourbon featured all throughout the Justified series. Much like
Pappy Van Winkle.
Much like Lagavulin is in Parks and Rec.
Wait, so is Pappy Van Winkle real?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's awesome. Sarge, you're the one that's got a baby. What you do, man?
Did a lot of not sleeping.
So you didn't do a lot of sleeping. Would have been
Nope.
Did a lot of
not sleeping.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's been a busy, hectic week. Trying to get her to sleep through the night, trying to keep her up during the day so she'll sleep more at night and that kind of thing. Sucks going to work and then working 8 hours and then coming home and trying to have the energy to help keep her awake and take care of her. But we're getting through it. And
yep.
Welcome,
been a long
welcome to fatherhood.
3
brother.
weeks.
Welcome to fatherhood. I'm gonna be right back there in January, which I didn't think I was ever gonna be again in my life, but now.
Sarge, you remember when you were confident that you'd be able to help your wife have a baby and then leave for Comic-Con for a week? And I was like, that's not gonna happen. How do you feel about that now?
It would have been fine. Because her sisters would have stayed over and just taken my place. Because they've come over like almost every day. So we've got a support system that we can be like, hey, he's gonna be gone for a couple days, and they're like, oh well, absolutely, we'll be right there. Like we won't even get off the phone with them, and they'll be in the driveway. Like, oh, okay, sounds great.
The good news is that next year when we go to PAX in March, and GDC in March, and E3 in June, and Comic-Con in July.
Comic-Con's going to be on her birthday next year, and I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, you can't miss the first birthday.
I know.
Here's what's up, though. If I can be completely honest, she won't remember that you missed it. Eric, how's your week been?
That's a dangerous proposition.
I mean, she won't.
Photoshopping yourself into first birthday pictures.
Hey, my brother's photoshopped into my wedding pictures because he couldn't afford a flight from San Diego. It's really funny. That makes
me sad. Actually.
No. He came up like a month later, but he was in between jobs. It's totally fine. We weren't upset at all. Right. We did it as a joke.
Okay.
Eric, how's your week been, homie?
It's been since we last talked. It's been a week. It's just not much going on. Just a lot of work, a lot of prepping for. We're doing a purge right now, getting ready for the baby. Even though the baby's not coming.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell us about celery again.
A lot of celery. Went on the Wednesday. went on the Wednesday run tonight.
You had the Wednesday runs tonight. You said.
No, Wednesday runs come in the morning after I've drank it.
Eric, God damn it! Bobby's suggested joke was better than. We didn't need that.
You didn't need the follow up.
No, we didn't need the details.
You got it. Yeah, it was.
I like it.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a week, so
it's Bobby's thing.
I got there this morning, right as the celery was coming off the truck, so I got first pick, which is always good.
Sounds like a poop joke again. Yo, celery's coming off the truck, boys. I'll be right back.
Straight off the boat.
Gotta empty my trunk. Oh man, that's good. That's good. My week has been hectic. If you can't tell, I'm a little red. Lots of outside stuff. Playing with the kid, actually a lot outside, which is totally fine.
Yep.
Doing some yard work. I mowed the grass yesterday while simultaneously grilling and drinking 4 beers before going to see Hobbs and Shaw, which, let me tell you guys, that's the best way to go see Hobbs and Shaw. But I haven't really
stopped. The best way to
this.
See that was not to see it at all.
Yo, you know what?
Yeah,
I had fun at that fucking movie.
Anything with Jason Statham and The Rock has got to be good with a big bucket of popcorn and some beers. I mean, there's no way that could be terrible.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Nothing? All right.
Did
we lose Caleb? All right,
I
there
think
we go.
we did.
We lost Caleb again. All right, so let's continue on with this. I thought he was reacting at a deadpan joke, but not. I did watch Endgame yesterday.
We got through at whatever he was doing. Tonight is a very different type of show for us. If you've never tuned into our show before, we typically go through the news and then we tell you a little bit about our bounties. But this is going to be an episode where we go a little bit deeper with the bounties for the past month that we've been playing. So the games in July that have made an impact on us. And then a game or two that we're looking forward to for the month to come. And I think somewhere in the news, we might go over some of the games with gold that were announced today and have that. But while Caleb is sick or going to get celery, I don't know which one it is, we're going to continue to pause and wait before we get anything. But we got a lot of fun stuff tonight. It's going to be a really cool episode.
Wait.
What is your favorite thing that your daughter's done so far, Ryan?
She grabbed my finger. I think that was one of the coolest thing. Like,
yeah,
man, and they're so strong.
It's
like it amazes me. It's crazy. Like trying to change a baby is like fighting somebody. Like you're like, oh, just move your legs over just a little bit, and they're like, no, and just like start kicking at you and everything. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they
and you don't want to hurt them. You feel like they're like super brittle, and like I obviously I don't think so since she's beating me up over here. But yeah, it's incredible.
They're very malleable though,
Nice,
so
man.
you're okay.
And getting to see her, like, she's finally like gotten her like wide-eyed looking around. It's really cool to see her like curious and looking around while we're all hanging out. Yeah, just go ahead and leave that bounty board right over my face.
That's what I'm gonna do. On the fly edits as we adjust.
All right, I just sent.
On the fly.
If you haven't done so far, you guys can take the link that is put in the chat for Nerdy Bits to come over to Eric's channel.
We got soft close on
over there. Yeah, it's been a minute. We got some. He's having some router issues. And,
router issues. He should probably get his ISP out.
For him. I just got to link up with him to get it to him.
He should probably get his ISP out and do a line check too.
These things,
because it's.
So how's your balance been with gaming? I know that was something we talked a lot about, was how you were going to fit in the obligations of parenthood along with streaming. I know that's been. I don't think you've been streaming, right?
No, I haven't streamed since the 12th of June, so I stopped a little early just to make sure that I was around for those couple weeks coming up to the baby coming. And then here lately, I've played a few nights online with Eric. We played some Apex and played some Rocket League here and there, and some League of Legends when I had downtime during the day. But more so, I got my Nintendo 64 and my Xbox 360 set up, and I've been rocking out on some Guitar Hero and
I saw a picture of that. That's awesome.
Some Super Smash Brothers and Excite Bike and some other games on the N64. So we've been hanging out in the living room all together playing games. So I've been picking that up there just to still get my fix of games compared to jumping online with everybody else and playing with them. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I know if you had that Nintendo Switch we were talking about earlier, you would have a lot easier access to game all on the couch.
Right. Yeah. I'm really wanting to get one, and a buddy of mine actually has one, so I think I'm going to see if I can borrow it from time to time. That way I can actually get in on some of these games.
By the way, I just switched over to the new recording, so I can't hear you guys.
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, yes, you can.
I'm over there, I think.
If you, there you go.
We're all here.
We're all here.
Cool. Sorry, I didn't catch that last part of it, but we got Loveboy back.
Yeah. Welcome back, buddy. We were talking about Ryan and his transition from being no child gamer to child gamer. That sounds weird.
Yes, it does.
I was like,
gamer
with child, I think is what we were going for there. Gamer with child.
That first part was like, eesh, what's happening?
And we also talked a little bit about the new format for tonight's episode.
Yep.
And what to expect with the bigger bounties too, Caleb. So that's all.
Yeah.
All teed up for you.
All teed up to go. Okay, so my week was crazy. I went to Comic-Con, came back, and I've been moving nonstop since then. And then tomorrow I have a bunch of errands to run. And Friday, the grandma and I are headed off to Chicago to do Halo Outpost Discovery. And it's going to be a busy weekend, y'all. There's shit that we want to do every single day, almost every other hour. So it's going to be dope. But until the internet gets disconnected, and if you have questions about Halo Outpost Discovery, we'll come back to that at the end. Until the internet gets disconnected again, Bobby, I'm going to come get a router from you sometime soon.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Literally, we had this issue last week, and I was like, I need to get that from him, and then I forgot you were going out of town the next day. So I was like, oh, damn. It's okay, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed your birthday. Sarge, I'm fascinated to see you adapt to fatherhood. I almost said adulthood. You're an adult. Fatherhood.
Questionable that any of us are really adults.
I completely agree.
Very questionable.
Hopefully I'm not an adult yet. And Eric, I'm super hopeful that your week-long series of work things starts to level out, so it's not as stressful.
Yeah, it's that time of year, man. It's
no, for sure.
QBRs and business reviews, and we're getting into renewal season, so I'm scraping through contracts and getting people on the line that I actually have to talk to and get them to sign contracts to make sure I get paid and everything else. So not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing.
For sure. Well, everybody who doesn't know already, this is Bounty Board, and Bounty Board is your intimate artisanal video game podcast with your 4 favorite goofs. If you don't know, I'm Caleb. Straight above me is Sergeant Sodium. What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
To my left is Lumberjack Smack. What's up, Bobby?
Yo.
And to my top left, caddy corner, is Hybrid Glass. What's up, Eric? We have been recounting our weeks just before we dive into our topic. And even before that, we do some news. And this week's been interesting for news, actually. So I have a bunch of news articles there, but we're not going to go in depth in all of them. You guys were telling the stream on Eric's end while I was away fixing shit that this episode is a little different than any we've done before. So for those of you just tuning in or you're listening to it later, we realized we named the thing Bounty Board, and our bounties were like the smallest part of the show. And so it was either Bobby or Sarge. Which one of you suggested this?
I think it was Bobby.
Bobby. Yeah. Bobby suggested that we actually make an episode and dedicate it to bounties. Bobby, why did you think that was a good idea, my friend?
Because for a show called Bounty Board, to what you were saying, we don't discuss too much about the bounties, except for like the very last part of the show. And we usually just say what we've been playing, but we don't say like what we like about it. And we do a lot of conversating around like the news, what's happening there. But I think as the talking heads that you come to weekly, it's important that you know like why we play some of the things we play, maybe what we're looking for. And as we start to branch out and do a little bit more with interacting in communities, but also like you see us I don't stream. I mentioned at the top of the show, you guys have an opportunity to talk to your audiences and show them what you're playing a little bit more than I do. I do some game reviews and some quick looks, things like that. But I don't get to go into the depth or the interactivity that you all do. So I think this is a great opportunity selfishly for me to talk to our base a little bit more about the games we're playing, but to also bastard. I am worse. It gives us a chance to hopefully help out some of these smaller games that like I know I'm going to be talking about one tiny game this week, but I think hearing about new things, and that's the whole reason that like I like the podcast, is to learn and to share and to also hopefully like entice people to play something that I think is pretty cool. Otherwise, like why the fuck should I be telling you about video games? So I think it's something really important. I think it's super interesting for us to get to know each other a bit better about like I could hear, oh, Eric's playing Apex. That's great. But he played something else where I didn't really know about that game much, and it helps me get a little bit better inside this in. And like Eric and I did 2 weeks ago, an episode where we went down memory lane about games that we grew up playing, and I thought that was a pretty good indication to who he is maybe today as a gamer and what he plays now and how that informs his decisions. So hopefully it gives you a little bit more about who we are and how we tick, and like we can have a good conversation with the chat about some of the shit that you've played that maybe we missed, or something that we played that you wanted to, and you can ask some more questions.
For sure. I am 100% on board with this, and so we are doing that. Before we jump into our bounties, though, we are going to run through news. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't think needs a lot of lingering, so I'm going to try and kind of rifle through them, and we can linger if anybody has anything they want to talk about. First, EA Access is finally on PS4. That happened a few days ago, so if you have been yearning for a bunch of EA games, that being all of their sports, Battlefield, Need for Speed, and the in-betweens like Mirror's Edge and Dragon Age, EA Access is now on PS4. You can do that now on PS4. It's $25 for the year, or $35? I don't remember. It comes out in like March, and I never remember. Is it $35?
I thought it was more than that for Xbox, but I may be wrong because they typically run a sale every now and again to get that. Or like CD Keys has like 1 or 2 months for a really low cost. I know it's a different, like there's a few things different than the Xbox version of this, but I don't know if that's cost only or features as well.
Yeah, the catalog is the same.
And also, Caleb, while you're doing that, if you do drop out again, we're just going to continue working through the news. Does that work for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I stopped moving. I'm sure that was a little terrifying to some people.
It was a little terrifying that you just stopped.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
Well, your stream lags out before your camera actually does for us, so I'll know as soon as you drop out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the lists and read each one to find which one's missing, but there are a few things different from Xbox. But that being said, it's pretty nice to have that big a list of games, and PlayStation not having Xbox Game Pass.
Right.
This is your first taste of what Xbox has been enjoying for a while, and what Game Pass I think kind of came from as an idea, at least.
Yep.
What else? K-Swiss made esports shoes.
I was going to say, I'm sure that they were rushing to get that to the PS4 as more people are entering that streaming market for video games. They want to try and get more of those installs going before people like Ubisoft bring shit over, or whomever else there may be. And especially like if xCloud or Game Pass comes to other platforms, they want to be able to compete a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
They need to get something out there because they're about to have another competitor in Google, right?
Yep.
Yep. I got into a very long-winded conversation with somebody who's all on board with Google, lives up the street from me.
Is it Matt?
Is it Matt?
No, it's not Matt. Different neighbor. But he's all on board with it because he's a total Google. His whole house is run by Google.
Does Odin live up the street from you now?
No. And my argument to him was, because he's a huge PC gamer, that he's got 500-600 games on Steam. Like, why are you going to split your library? You're going to start buying things on there, and he didn't seem to care as much as I thought he would. And that's my main barrier to getting Stadia, is I've already got a library, which we've talked about before, and I don't necessarily
see as someone who's
any reason to split it.
As someone who's always had multiple systems, splitting a library seems like a really weird thing to get super hung up on to me. So like, yeah, you've got a bunch of Steam games. Stadia is a different thing. And like, I'm going to buy my baseball games on a PlayStation because the baseball games on Xbox all suck. But I'm still going to invest in the platform I like the most. But there might be something that comes to Stadia that I want to do anywhere.
Yeah, and that maybe holds a little bit more weight for me because the vast majority of my game library is in the Xbox ecosystem right now.
Sure.
This is the first generation of consoles where I have not owned all three, and I will not own all three by the time the next generation comes out, unless I hit them lotto numbers. But
if you hit the lotto numbers, sorry, go ahead, Bobby.
I wish it would have been more of like a vessel to your games, in a sense, kind of like how Google originated being the search engine to the internet. Like, I wish that if you had a Steam library, or if you did have Xbox games, or whatever, like they had this deal where like you paid them something and you were able to just play your shit, and they worked out. Like, I would like that. Like, that would be fine. But I wouldn't be able to play stuff away from my home base. Like if I was traveling, like this past week. Like my Switch was a lifesaver because I had some downtime. I could play a little bit away from home. I wish that they were doing more of that rather than saying like you can do that, but you have to do it on our buy games through us. And I just don't really have a desire to do that.
Yeah, and Steam's an interesting example, right? Because a lot of the games that he was calling out on Steam are on multiple platforms, so he's going to be able to get them. It's the same thing with my Xbox library. It's not like they're all Xbox is got a huge amount of first party exclusives.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Google gets out of developers for Stadia exclusives.
Right.
I think that's when that conversation gets interesting because, like, so far Stadia's got a bunch of shit that's going to be everywhere.
Yep.
So I'm like, cool. If you want to play it anywhere and Xbox's Project xCloud isn't full swing, get it on Stadia. Who gives a shit?
Yep. I'd rather spend my money on a Playdate at this point in time.
Yo, I'm in the developer side of Playdate right now, having conversations about writing a little game for it.
Remind me what Playdate is.
Playdate is that little yellow game.
Looking.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the thing you crank up like a flashlight.
You don't crank it up. That's a part of the controller. Yeah. You play games with it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Ryan. We'll never ask you to touch one.
A fishing game.
Maybe.
Well, you keep doing this like you're holding the camera.
Like I'm doing a whole reel to reel. Yeah. So K-Swiss made esports shoes. that are vented and apparently very comfortable.
Expensive slippers is what they are.
Yep, they are described as expensive
$150 slippers.
Woof.
I tend to not game with shoes on, so I'm not sure.
No, absolutely not. But if you're playing
in the wintertime, I have slippers on.
Right.
But if you're playing esports on a stage, you're in a uniform. You're going to want.
No, yeah, I understand that. I think
shoes. That sounds so dumb to me.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't make it just for the.
Oh my god!
Like
just give them all Crocs.
Players, so I mean, that makes sense.
No, that would be my. Now that I think about
them Crocs and jellies.
That would be my.
What is? Are they like competing in Kentucky? What the hell?
No, that would be
That's the only place that Crocs are okay.
Why is that? Explanation.
That's the biggest hillbilly attire anywhere.
I don't think Kentucky's as hillbilly as Alabama.
I have a couple friends who are chefs and all they wear is Crocs because they're unbelievably comfortable. They say to stand in.
They are.
Oh my god, this is such a train. This is such a train track jump.
This took a jump the shark, and
we're talking about chefs wearing Crocs.
And then
it's jump the croc right now.
Yeah, jump the croc exactly.
Oh Jesus.
All right. What's next in the news?
So if you're crazy and you wear Crocs, are you a crock pot?
There was an...
we're gonna leave that joke alone.
Nintendo is now...
Sorry, Bobby, go for it.
Fixing the drift that's been happening on the Joy-Con controller. So you don't have to provide any proof of purchase or anything like that. You just contact them and you say, hey, the shit's broke. And they go down the road of fixing it. The way that this has changed, I know that first and foremost, I have not experienced this. I know it's a problem, big problem.
Amazing what'll happen. Amazing what'll happen when a class action lawsuit.
That's exactly what's going on here. So this is legitimately them getting in front of some. I don't have anything in front of me besides just I've been around the bush a few times and I've seen shit like this unfold. Working in technology for over, decades, I can tell you that this is legitimately hey, this is something that we know. It's probably going to be some sort of formal vessel, outside of getting it fixed. They've also said, hey, if you paid to have it repaired, there's a way to get that taken care of now. Also, it's a real motherfucker. I got a really cool DualShock 4 within 3 weeks or maybe 3 months. I'm sorry. Of owning it. I've got a terrible drift on the left stick right now, and it's a very rare version of the DualShock, so getting it replaced is kind of a pain in the ass at this point in time.
Yeah, sure.
And it sucks because it was one of my favorite ones. It was the crystal blue one they put out. And,
damn. Yeah, that's real hard to find.
Yep.
I'm kind of worried about what this is going to do because in the article people were talking about with the new ones that are coming out that the Joy-Cons don't come off. How is that going to affect if you get the drift on that switch?
I don't think
you're
going
to have to send the whole thing in.
It's not the lights.
No, but Sarge is saying what if they don't figure out their drift issue before they release a light, which the replacement protocol for that.
Technically, the Switch light does not have a Joy-Con on, so it's a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing.
But isn't it something inside of the joystick itself?
I understand what Sarge is saying. I'm not.
Yeah, how do they fix? How do they fix the drift on the Switch Lite? Is what he's saying without you sending your entire thing back.
There's no way around.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Because then you're looking like an Xbox 360 Ring of Death, and you're like, have this for 2 months, and I won't play anything anymore.
You just wrap it in a towel. That's all you got to do.
Put it in some rice in a Ziploc, and that'll fix it right.
Yeah, it's fine. Wrap it in a towel.
Can you imagine having a big enough bucket of rice to stick your Xbox in it?
I think drift has been going on for all kinds of shit for a while. I wish that this is something from Dave they've been dealing with. So I'm happy to see that there's some sort of path to get that resolved. But the Switch Lite, different mechanics. Who knows what the hell's going to happen there? I hope it's not but that would suck.
Yep.
I hope they have a factory in Tokyo that fixes all the drift issues, and it's just called the Tokyo Drift Factory. No. I'm full of puns tonight. Moving on.
I love Bobby. Oh no,
Caleb, what room are you in?
What?
What room are you in?
My office in the back.
Isn't the door to the right?
The door is over here.
Yeah, you can
when
walk
you see yourself to it. Yeah, go ahead. Let you know where it's at.
Wow, I've literally walked into that and didn't see it coming. I was like, "Yeah, I decorated it. Didn't you notice? It's nice." Oh, fuck me. Okay, I completely missed that shit. real quick things. Zombieland 2 Double Tap got a trailer, and it's fucking great. And Blair Witch, the game, got some more trailer-age and some gameplay.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. Eric is going to be the only person in this group, I think. That's gonna.
Is that day one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm not playing that game ever. So just tell me about it when it comes out.
That one. Well, you can be able to follow along on the stream because I will. I'll be playing that one on.
I'm gonna be watching the stream like this.
Yep.
With all the lights on.
That's not a Game Pass game, right?
I think it is a Game Pass game.
Is it a Game Pass game?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's Game Pass. I'll give it a shot. It'll be like for the Fallout 76, and I'm just gonna turn it off after 2 hours and uninstall it.
Take it out of the
shit,
package.
that's got an update coming soon too. Shit.
What does?
Speaking of fixing drift, they're trying
to fix community drift. The community's going, we don't like this anymore.
It's that simp that's going in the bushes.
Hey man, Fallout 76 has a higher active player count. Last month had a higher active player count than the Division 2. So
yeah,
that's because they did a bunch of shit at E3, obviously, and they'd had like a free play weekend, so people could download it. But what else? There has been a champion of the Fortnite World Cup, a 16-year-old boy who goes by, is it Booga or Bugga?
I'm out.
Bugga.
Cool. Okay. I think it's Booga. The announcer said Booga, and everyone I've listened to say his name say Bugga. Anyway, 16-year-old American boy, man.
16-year-old
boy.
Let's just go
16. It's not
an American 16-year-old male kid won the Fortnite World Cup and is now a $3 millionaire. The Fortnite World Cup was scored not in just wins, Sarge. It was scored like it was when we did the PUBG tournament at the Twitch Christmas meetup last year.
Kills and all that.
Where it was, it's based on placement and kills, so that you don't get rewarded for hiding as much as you do for actually going out and doing some stuff.
It's kind of like the rank system on Apex.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, all those tournaments work the same. The Twitch Rivals that I watch usually, whenever that happens once a month, they're all based on kill placements and stuff like that. So incentivizes gunplay versus camping and building, which I think is great.
Sure. Congrats to this kid. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say good on it. I mean, I think that's a huge step in the right direction for esports just in general. I can't remember where the article was, but I read an article this week. I should have posted it around, should parents be worried about their kids playing, video games?
If you want them to buy you a house, no.
Well, I think there's a balance, right? I mean, it's am I going to let my 4-year-old son sit around and play video games in the hopes that he becomes an esports champion? No, I'm not. Or my daughter, or my, son when he gets here in January. But I think from that standpoint, like, this kid obviously has a lot of the arguments that come around with sitting around and playing video games is antisocial, and they don't make friends, they don't interact with people in real life. This just puts this to shame. He was on the main stage of an arena with thousands of people watching him compete in this worldwide phenomenon, which has come under just as much scrutiny as I think it's done for the gaming industry. Right. And it's just, argues the point that esports is a thing, and it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Does it bring up the point that maybe parents should push kids towards esports as much as they do actual sports?
I think we're getting there.
I mean, look at the families that just breed sports players just to see, just to. I mean, that's the wrong way.
I know what you meant. It was just a weird word to pick.
That's all they do. The dads become coaches, or the moms become coaches, and they push their kids, and they make them practice 10 days a week, and just push them and push them and push them. Like, why doesn't
Eric's down in football land? He sees that shit all the time.
Yeah. So I mean,
dynastic families
going to
are a sports thing. Maybe we'll start seeing that. Then we'll get the Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. equivalent of like son and father winning back-to-back champions or some shit. Yeah, like
I think that the when we were kids, we couldn't walk into a fucking department store for the most part, and walk out swagged out with like video game clothing and attire. Like that wasn't a thing that you could do.
Nope.
And like the fact that you can go to any major big box retailer and find that shit as everywhere. Accessible on end caps and like legitimately, like the timing of like the stigma that went around it. Like when we were growing up, I think that there was a lot of concern about like, well, you're outside playing this thing that you can't play with other people. Like, why aren't you outside getting dirty and into trouble? Like those are things like were concerns. So like it was so new. It wasn't anything that had ever existed before.
Yep.
And it was brand new territory. Like my parents used it as a mechanism to keep me like I was put in front of a TV with a Nintendo system to avoid me being out of like sight doing dumb shit. And instead I got to do dumb shit in front of them. And I think it's one of those situations where it's such a known quantity now that the fear of like what's going to happen to these kids isn't really there. And it's now becoming something that is even more profitable, and that's why it's okay, because people can make money off of clothing or off licensing or lunch boxes or any of that shit that used to be occupied only by major sports players, NFL, NBA, MLB, etc., college institutions, all that. Now you can go out and get a jersey for an esport player. You can go online and watch them play and do things, and you can get coached on how to be better at Fortnite. Like all those things exist now, just like they did for sports
for sure
for decades.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when cities and like I'm looking forward to seeing the like esports teams that are sponsored by Ace Hardware. You know what I mean? Like when I was playing baseball and doing coach pitch. Yeah, I was like 12. I wasn't 12 doing coach pitch, but
yeah, I was about to say, what I mean? Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't be talking about
10.
that.
I was like 8.
You're gloating right now?
Playing coach pitch at 15. No, but I want to see what it looks like to see these like cities and towns and small gatherings of people put together like little colloquial leagues for kids to play in and to be like constructive with it. Because like, yes, and I think that's a double-edged sword. Like I definitely fatigued out of baseball when I was 22 because I've been playing since I was 10. And so there's a little give and take there. Like don't force them to do it the whole time. But at the same time, the reason why baseball, football, hockey, soccer, basketball are all so big is because it's a worldwide thing where you're a kid and you like it. You start doing it when you're younger. And you practice and practice and practice until you get there. It'll be interesting to see. It
also makes people a lot of money. That's why it's very big.
It makes a lot of people what?
It makes a lot of people a lot of money. If
they
can monetize it. I mean, like that's absolutely a big part of it. I mean, like there's an argument right now about paying female athletes the same as male athletes when it comes down to like money being brought in and all that shit. Like it's a very, very weird time with that shit, and I think video games are not too far away.
You talking about the World Cup thing that was going on?
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the big one. Sure.
I think video games also level that playing field a lot, right? Is where like, for example, if you are from a lower income or lower socioeconomical, you may not have the advantages of somebody who comes and gets to go to the camps and gets the scholarships and the exposure from coaches and having like that, right? Like I know when I coach lacrosse, the different areas of town I go into in Austin, there are kids I have to do a lot more for promotion wise in some of the lower socioeconomic parts of Austin versus in the higher socioeconomic parts. Their parents are making them tapes, hiring people to come film them so they can send them scouting stuff, where I think the internet gives those kids, with services like Twitch, services like YouTube, Facebook gaming, whatever it is, if those kids have a PC or they have a console that's able to hook it up and they have a reliable internet, they can do that all themselves and become their own marketers. And then people are watching this, right? I think
it's an entrepreneurial opportunity as much as it's a sports
exactly. League of Legends does it great, where you can play up through the ranks and you can get scouted by a team when you get to a certain rank.
It's incredible. That's incredible.
I might be way off, but don't they also have coaches, like an option to coach on that too? Like
that's kind of where I was going with it. Is not only is it just sitting down and playing the game, but like I look at even like with my two kids, right? My eldest is she's very into what is behind the scenes and happening with the game. She's very much into the design and the creative of it. And when she sits down and holds the controller, I can see her thinking about, like, she just started playing Ori and the Blind Forest this week because she saw the tile on the games to download. She's like, can I play that game? And I was like, sure, go for it. And she's now sitting here looking at the animations and like, wow, how is that done? And then she goes to her pen and paper afterwards and starts drawing these new characters that she comes up with. And then
it's a creative director in the making.
Yeah, exactly. And then where my son is very much, he's just playing the game to beat the game and get the best time you can get, or you know, get this, find this level and things like that. So it's really cool to watch that and see those avenues and just watch the problem solving skills get built. And
I think dynastic. Go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, dynastic video game families start with with us.
Yeah,
right.
For real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say in 10 years we have Nerdy Bits as a thing. We're like 4 people that show up in meetings for stuff to help things. Sorry, it's a big thing.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
saying. And we show up in meetings for like planning and stuff like that. Where we got a CTO and a CEO and a CFO and a COO, and
you just named all the people on the podcast.
I know. That's what I was suggesting. The 4 of us. And then, Eric's got a kid that's a creative director now at Ubisoft and a son that's a professional speedrunner. And I've got a kid that does this and does that. And you know what I mean? Like, dynastic families are happening. We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I
can't wait for Tron.
Yeah, exactly.
I
was gonna say, look at Rick Fox is a great example with his son Kyle, right? Rick has bought into the LC. He just actually sold his LCS slot. Chat, help me. I can't remember who he sold it to. We talked about this a little bit last week. But then his son Kyle is taking the other route where he's getting into game development. And this is a pro basketball guy who was a multi-time NBA champion. Kroenke, thank you.
The guy that used to own the Rams.
Crikey.
That owns the Rams.
Yeah, crikey.
Crikey.
He has supported his son in this decision to do this, and now he's, he just happens to know the right. He happens to be real good friends with Jay Saul, and all that. So,
no, it's happening. We'll see it. Look forward to it.
I see. I taste the future episode.
Sorry?
For us.
Okay.
Content-wise.
Okay.
What we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonderful.
A future episode. I get it. I thought you were saying we should do an episode on the future, and I was like, what? That's weird. Anyway. Snap at me, bitch. And then the last thing, and this is actually kind of bananas to me. A month and a half after E3, a fan discovered a hidden audio clip in the Halo Infinite E3 trailer by scanning a QR code. Now, I had to watch this several times to figure out where the fuck he finds it. When Chief's helmet pops on, it's like, boop, and like some stuff happens. And if you freeze that frame while it's happening, it's a QR code.
But it's a long code. It's like this long across the screen. It's not like a normal like square code. So I don't know how we read it. No, I saw that, but whenever I watched it like 10 times, and it never looked like that.
Oh, so I think when he pops on, it in 3 frames worth of time, pops 3 separate layers. And what he did is he paused, took a picture, paused, took a picture, paused, took a picture, and then layered them on top of each other to make a QR code.
Never find it.
Yeah, it's fucking bananas.
I was trying. It's hard to find.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, if you follow this QR code with your phone, it takes you to an audio file that records footsteps approaching before a voice that is described as almost certainly Cortana says, "This is part of me. I don't know why. I don't know, but it is me." So, guys, Sarge was talking earlier about watching that Halo Infinite trailer we got at E3 and getting chills when he saw Chief.
Every time.
I don't think you understand every single time. I don't think you guys understand how much Halo Infinite's gonna. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna be gone for weeks.
We know where you're gonna be. I mean,
you'll be able to jump on Xbox.
We'll find you. We're all gonna be right there with you.
Yeah,
you know, I know where you live.
That's okay.
Do you though?
All right.
They just said holiday, right? That's all they said.
Yeah, holiday 2020. It will be a launch title for the Project Scarlet. So
yeah, we're gonna
November.
Yes, I do think November. No, the last Xbox released in November, didn't it? November 14th, or it was a week after PS4, which was a mistake, especially when your system costs more. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the news,
and it was not as powerful.
Yes, that's gonna do it for news, though. We are finally finished with that. It took a little longer than the news always does. What am I talking about? Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna move into our bounty thing. And I guess the best way to start off, because I made the outline, is to kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for by doing it myself. So in talking about bounties in a more long form, rather than like letting us rant for 20 minutes about what we've been playing, I narrowed it down to picking your favorite game this month, what you tried and weren't a big fan of, what your time sink of the month was, like what you just kept coming back to even when you weren't trying new shit, and then what we're looking forward to next month. So I'll kick it off, and I think we should do this like round robin. Everybody list their favorite thing, and then move on. My favorite thing this month, and I think Bobby might share this with me, was Outer Wilds. I played what?
Did you say like favorite thing this month? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My favorite thing this month was Outer Wilds. I can't put my finger on the day it came out. I think it was around 4th of July.
Yeah, it was the top of the month on Game Pass. So
Yeah. But it's a space exploration game mixed with like the old school Myst Riven problem solving, like mystery solving, puzzle solving, like big open world style game. And it kind of fucked me up. Bobby and I are going to do a postmortem. We're going to do it. Bobby, we're going to do it.
You guys
that came out this month.
You guys got a long list.
Did it not come out this month?
No, man. I think that came out end of May.
Yeah, but
it doesn't have to be anything that was this month. It's what you guys played
this month. It doesn't necessarily. It could be something you went back to that came out a while ago. I mean, it was kind of the
Caleb move.
Can it?
Good.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of what was your favorite thing that came out this month, doesn't it?
No, it's just your game of the month is what it is. It's not.
What have you been doing?
Because I'm not going to play everything there's not a new game every month.
Let's feel this out. Because if I said what's your game of the year, if I said what's your game of the year and you said Red Dead, I would be upset because that was last year.
Why would we say that? That just doesn't make any sense.
Why would I say Outer Wilds? It was May. Hang on. That's fucking ridiculous. That was May 29th.
It came out the same time, right when Void Bastards did.
It did.
That was it. That was the end of May.
Should we pause while you all work this out? Damn it!
Be right back, guys. I'm gonna throw up the AFK screen real quick.
Well, it's still.
I think it should be what your game of this month is. It doesn't matter how old, whatever it is. Just
Bobby, feedback.
I've brought content for July, and I've also prepared notes for August, so I can.
Yeah, I did the same.
I mean, if you have a new game that came out that month, then that's it. If that's what you want it to be, but if you don't. Because I didn't get to play anything this month. That was new. I didn't get a chance to. So I have nothing if that's what the case is. So
I'd say talk about what you want to talk about tonight.
Yeah, it's the first episode of this. We haven't got it all ironed out. And nothing came out in July that I bought straight up. I mean Madden, of course. I'm just kidding. I don't fuck with Madden. No, so yeah. Anyway, back to the Outer Wilds thing. I played that this month, and that's mostly because the beginning of June was E3 laden, and travel happened in between that in the beginning of July, and then E3 or Comic-Con, all that shit. Anyway, Outer Wilds is incredible. Kind of fucked me up. I don't know. Like, there's also this weird thing where this game came out the same time an album came out of a band I really, really like called Thank You Scientists. And like that album was very much about space and travel and the universe letting the universe control things instead of trying to control it yourself. And Outer Wilds was very much that, but in game format. And so listening to one all day, every day for the last 2.5 weeks and playing Outer Wilds was a really unique and really strangely like resonant experience. Yeah. So that's my game of our first Bounties episode. Good. It's very good. Bobby, we talked at the mall about this a week and a half ago. That sounded like a 90s ass thing to say.
It's such a 90s ass thing to say.
Did your mom drop you off?
Yes.
Bobby, remember we were at Scoops Ahoy talking about, Stranger Things? I
haven't watched Stranger Things season 3 yet.
Yeah. I almost bought a shirt when we were at Baskin Robbins the other day because they have the Scoops Ahoy shirts.
That was my favorite cosplay at Comic-Con. Yeah, people in full Scoops Ahoy.
I was uniforms. Melissa looked at me. She's like, "You're not spending $30 on a $10 ice cream order to get a shirt." And I'm like, "Oh,
but I want it." No, Bobby, we talked about this at where I said, and you said you hadn't finished it, but then you asked if I had gotten to a spot in the game where everybody's around a campfire playing music. Had you stopped at that point? No. Oh, you had finished it. Okay. Because that's the fucking end of the game. So when I beat it, I was like, Bobby was like, "Have you gotten here yet?" I was like, "How would you get here without beating the game?" Do we want to spoil it? Do you want to talk about it at all, Bobby?
We want to save the spoiling of this. Let's save the spoiling for
postmortem.
Or postmortem. One of those two.
Okay. Yeah, that's the game that controlled my, I guess, maybe end of June or beginning of July. They came out in late May. So right on, sorry, man. I didn't even check the release date of this game to find out if it was relevant. Who wants to go next?
I want to hear from the baby daddy. Right.
Baby daddy, what's the favorite thing you played this month?
Guitar Hero 2.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're just throwing the whole fucking this month out the window.
Dude, I looked at this month. There's nothing new that came that I played that I would have played.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't touch my Xbox except for a couple nights of Rocket League and a couple nights of Apex. Sure. And I hate saying that that's my favorite game of the month, or every time that I say my Bounties.
Well, no, that can be your time sink. Everyone understands that. That's fine.
But Guitar Hero, like I hooked the 360 back up, and the first night I think we played for like 4 or 5 hours, like just nonstop. Like the fact that my forearms were hurting when I got done, I felt so accomplished.
Yo, you're playing too hard, homie.
Playing on expert level after not playing this game for like 5 years, it was a very fulfilling like thing to do.
Were you the one that could play through Fire and Flames like without looking at it in high school?
No, I could play it, but I had to look at it.
All right. I mean,
I wasn't that.
Oh, that was Mason, homie, and that makes a lot more.
Probably.
Yeah. So Guitar Hero is the shit. It was the shit. I don't know if it's still,
I'm actually going to go to Disc Replay here in town and go and pick up all the rest of them. So I've got 2 controllers, and I almost want to get like the Rock Band or the Guitar Hero 5 kit that has the drums.
Man, you're in
all that.
Nostalgia. You had a kid and you instantly went to nostalgia. You had a kid and you were like, remember the good old days.
I hooked an N64 up and the Xbox.
So. Sarge had a kid and he instantly became a dad. Like a 20-year career dad. Like back in my day, we had games where you actually played guitar.
Oh my god.
Shit. Who else? Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Go.
So I
hang on. I want to know what Panda, what BS we got going on here, because if I gotta go take my camera in the other room,
into the salt trap. Don't fall into the salt trap.
What is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Why does nobody watch on my stream?
Well, they all hopped over when you did this.
When my stream died. Yes. I know I was being sarcastic.
Anyway, let's go down that rabbit hole.
Live on stream later.
Sarge.
I brought 3 games to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and use one that you guys in scale. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order for the Nintendo Switch. Game is very, very well done. It's got a pretty decent challenge to it the more that I progressed into that game. It is great, both local co-op, couch co-op. It's awesome online. Nintendo sucks at online. I'll be the very first one to raise my hand here in this chat tonight. But it is one of the games that does use the Nintendo Online mobile phone app, which is a mouthful. So the Nintendo Switch does not allow, by default, built into it, the ability to do chat. There's not a way to do that. So what they've done to circumvent this is there's a mobile app you download, and only a handful of games support it. By the way, just use fucking Discord to link up and play. But if you're going to be doing anything where you have to chat with somebody, there's a handful of games that you can use, which is absolutely insane. And I was playing with my cousin.
It sounds like they didn't think about it at all.
Oh, well, they did. They overthought it because, they didn't want anybody to take advantage of situations. They go way too far in one direction. But anyway.
But they commit, man. Nintendo commits.
They commit.
To go in a direction.
They commit to the bit.
But here's the thing. Like, really quick, I'm going to get on the soapbox for a second. The only thing my friends list can do on my Switch is let me know what fucking game you're playing. I can't join your game. I can't fucking get your friend code from there. And if I was playing... Oh, it gets better. If I was playing Mario Maker 2, which is supposed to be a game... You have to have a separate code for that game to get involved with it. And you can't even fucking share your own builds in Mario Maker 2 with anybody on your friends list.
You can't send them like in a message to someone for them to open it up?
Yeah, fucking.
What's the point of the online feature?
WeChat, to let you know what games your friends are playing.
So you pay $25 a year so you can know what your friends are up to?
You pay $20 a year for that, but you also get the Nintendo Classic, essentially. And they had that voucher program, which that just ended today. Today was the last day. They had a deal where you could essentially buy for $100 2 game vouchers that got you a full price game. You're saving $10 on each game. Anyway, getting back on track here.
Each voucher got you a game.
Yeah.
You said for $100 you could buy 2 vouchers that got you a game, and I was like, that's not saving money.
Oh, no, two games.
I just misunderstood. Okay.
So I played these games in the past. They were very, very fun. This is a great beat 'em up game. It's got some amazing synergy concepts built into it. It's a really interesting take on classic Marvel meeting Marvel Cinematic Universe and how they blended those two together pretty effortlessly. And I think what I will also share is everything that we saw so far for the Marvel game, the Avengers game that's coming out next year. I think this was a really great indication of like, hey, there's something that works. There's a formula that's good. Here's some characters that you've grown to love. We're going to put them into this formula that we know is good on a platform that is doing very well. And it fucking works, man. The Switch handles it like a champion.
Yeah, that's encouraging. Like, hey, guys, just because they don't look like the guys you've seen on TV and there's some characters you don't know doesn't mean you can't like Marvel shit, which seems super self-explanatory when you say it, but isn't the knee-jerk reaction. Absolutely.
So, like, growing up, I loved the X-Men cartoon. I thought it was phenomenal. So take that, like, keep your mind there and sprinkle it fucking like Salt Bay with the Infinity Stones. And that is legitimately what they... And it's crazy to be seeing like the characters and the way that you remember them from your childhood interacting with concepts and things that you've been watching, just a few months ago. So
that's super cool.
It's very well done. It's probably one of the funnest games I've played this year. It is $60. I think it is $60 well worth it. A lot of the Nintendo first-party titles don't go on sale. This one, I think, especially as holiday gets closer, if you can find it on sale, I think you should absolutely do it. And if you are somebody looking at those new Switch Lites and want something to play on it, this is one I'd pick up.
Cool.
Dope. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm 100% down for that. I am super jealous that, again, man, I'll get a Switch eventually.
You know what? You saying that,
need
Bobby?
A router first.
Yeah, router first, then Switch. When you're talking about that, Bobby, it makes me want a game like DC Universe Online and City of Heroes, but in the Marvel universe, where you create your own. You create your own hero in the Marvel universe, and just
try and make him an Avenger.
Yeah, and either join. Yeah, you've already got the factions. I think that was one of the misses of DCUO because you only could pick a couple factions. But like if you could pick, the Avengers faction or the X-Men faction, and that kind of dictated your powers, or you go over the Doctor Doom faction or Thanos, and then you played in that. I mean, it's already all built in there. And I know Smurf and Real Dirty Smurf and I have talked about this for a long time about we would love an MMO or something like that in the Bleach universe that actually did things like that. Because it's got all of the things built there. It's just, oh God, it'd just be awesome.
It makes me think of wanting a game where, like you said, it would be super dope to be just dropped in a world that's like, okay, do you want to try and convince Thanos you deserve to be in the Black Order?
Yep.
Do you want to try and convince Mysterio that he should kick out Scorpion and you should be a member of the Sinister Six?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to convince Captain America that Thor's not pulling his own weight anymore, so you should be the new Avenger? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be kind of dope.
Yeah.
I would play the shit out of that.
I think that it's interesting to me that as far as games go, one, that in the last decade, there hasn't been more of an effort here, considering the rise of both of these things and partnerships that could happen. I still question their decision to put out another Avengers game that is supposed to, I don't know, like it just seems very strange to me that they're doing something that's called the Avengers so close to the end of the Avengers whenever they're talking about, like when Kevin was just up at Comic-Con talking about how they don't have, and they don't have any plans for the Avengers right now, like in the current form, because they want, like, hey, this is Endgame, it's over. And I understand that this is not necessarily like MCU or supposed to be MCU, but that's not, like, that's really hard for somebody to be like, oh, it's Avengers. Wait, this isn't the Avengers, or where it's at. And like knowing that they've taken a game that is about teamwork and removed some of the ability to play together. And like here we're talking about, we want to play even more together. Like, I think that there's an opportunity for them to go back and say, maybe we do a gaming studio as well.
Yeah, I think there was some rumors flying around a little bit ago that Disney has been having conversations with Activision Blizzard.
Well, they just hired a guy that's in charge of he's like the VP of global games, and he's working with properties, like all the Disney properties.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a chance that they are going to start actually trying to like sit down and put shit together.
And I don't know if Disney owns any proper.
They shut down their last studio with Disney Infinity.
Yeah, they had Disney Infinity, which I always felt that was a mistake to can that, because that was
right.
Oh, there's people with all their 3.0 stuff waiting for
I think right now, especially like if you look at the treacherous road that Star Wars has had to ride down, and now you got all this more like Marvel potential, not to mention like all the stuff with Disney like property that you could put in, like Disney animations and all that into games. Like, yeah, they're breaking away from Netflix right now to start their own streaming service for a lot of different reasons. Bringing their shit over there, I think it makes sense that they get a game studio to, like, we want to have more control over our property when it's being made into video games and shit.
Yeah,
I would be pretty high up on the list of people waiting to buy something that if they had the same level of care and commitment that they've put so far.
They would need somebody that, like we talked about a lot when we were talking about Phase 5, where Kevin Feige has that through vision and that central thing which we compared to the DC universe, where they don't have that one person.
Put Cory Barlog up there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't tease me, Bobby.
Or Kojima. Put Kojima.
Don't say things that will never. Nope, I don't want that.
Yeah,
the only thing I want Kojima in charge of is a Doctor Strange game because he would fuck up.
Yeah,
he'd make a Doctor Strange game so good.
Him and Corey are tight too.
Everyone would die.
What if Kojima and Corey make the next God of War? What if Kratos goes over to Japan and fights a bunch of Tengu and
Nah, man. You know who he's fighting this.
The world's not ready for that.
I haven't finished God of War yet.
Oh man.
I never started it.
Well, that game came out last year, so I'll just tell you, after the credits roll, Thor is knocking on your door.
Why would you do that? I'm kidding. No, I knew that.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty well
I'm 100%. Yeah, I'm 100% down for that too.
Yep.
Because fuck, man. Well, so what's the end game with this? Like, is Kratos just gonna wipe out all gods and become the All Father?
I don't know.
The All Spotter.
God of War 6. God versus God. Sorry, Kratos versus God.
I don't know where we're going with that.
He's got to wipe out all the pantheons. He's got to get to the Judeo-Christian one eventually.
Eric, what have you been playing, man?
Yeah, let's jump into mine. So I, like Ryan, I don't have anything new that I've necessarily jumped into. It's just a matter of time and whatnot. So I actually have been. I will sing the praises of Apex's Season 2 Battle Pass. I think they did. I know that came out. I know that came out in early June. I think the game still has some balancing issues. I think the game still has, a couple loot issues, but what they did with the rank system, I think, is really smart. I'm really enjoying jumping in and being able to play where people are actually thinking about playing the game versus even when I'm playing by myself and playing with two randoms. It's more often than not in the ranked queue that I find people that are using the ping system smartly, that are running around and doing that. So all over that. And then actually the last couple, in the last week, it's been the Ubisoft, the Division 2 update, which is real good.
Hey, Apex's Season 2 started in July, so you're all good.
Did it? I thought it was started early June.
July 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm all good then. But yeah, the Division, every time I turn that game on, I'm just reminded about how much fun it is, and how much of a looter shooter it is. I love running around any of the missions and just seeing loot just drop, and then being able to min max like I do in Diablo, which is the big thing. The big thing. The new content is great. They've got a new wing of that of the college open. I got to go crush that. Maybe do that after this. And then Panda and I, the last couple of nights, have been playing Black Ops 4 and PUBG. I Black Ops 4, love it. Still silky smooth, still great. A lot of good updates there. PUBG,
how was that, man?
How's your soul feel now?
We tried to play some first person at the beginning of the week. It just didn't. The queue times are still ridiculously long in first person on console. It just still feels clunky. We played a little bit after they pushed an update last night or yesterday. It feels a little bit smoother. Third person is still the way to play that game. It's just after playing what Apex is and the quality of what Respawn did, with just being able to loot in the ping system, and then even with Blackout, not even the ping system, but just the speed in which you can react to situations in those games versus what you're. And I know that the former two, Apex and Black Ops, are a little bit more arcadey. They're not as sim as what PUBG is.
Yeah, sure.
But even then, in like PUBG, it just still feels clunky for a game that's been out as long as it has been.
Yeah, and Battlefield nails the sim version of Battle Royale.
Yeah.
In seconds, it does it better than PUBG could.
It just felt bad when it was popular too, and now it's only going to feel even worse because everything is great.
Yep. And the problem was, which they had no way of realizing then. The problem was they released a game, and because it was the only option, we played it. And so it was like, yo, people love this game. And then something new and fresh and smooth came out, and people moved, and they were like, it's just a new game. What they didn't think about was people didn't love PUBG. They loved Battle Royale, and when someone did it better, people just didn't really come back. And so, like, I feel kind of bad for them because they like PUBG is and was revolutionary when it started because everybody was fucking playing it, and they had 30 million people playing within like a few months. That's insane, especially for a game that was technically in early access still.
Yeah, and I think PUBG was a victim of its success early on, and they were just trying to play catch up with how quickly the appetite was for that type of battle royale game. I mean, asymmetrical multiplayer games, Dr. Disrespect, love him or hate him, has gone on many a rant about how asymmetrical multiplayer games like that have existed for a very, very long time. But it's with then Fortnite after that silky smooth experience with the build mechanic, and then it's just grown. The audience for that has grown. The nice thing I see with Apex is it's just and even though Apex is not number one viewed on Twitch or anything like that, I still think I have more fun watching pro streamers and pro gamers play Apex versus watching them play PUBG. I know like Visions and Halifax still play a lot of PUBG together, and they're both top tier at that game. It's not as fun as watching Apex because especially when you're watching the Apex Predator queues, these guys are hunting each other down, and creating moments and creating action, which I think lends itself to much stronger viewership and much longer game.
Yeah, absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's everybody. Let's talk about, if you have one. This will probably be relatively short since not a lot came out in July. We all tried. If you have one, though, what game did you give a shot this month that you were like, actually, no?
There wasn't anything that I played I didn't like.
Nothing? Okay. For me, I got on a mobile game kick this month. Mostly probably because I was traveling to San Diego, back and forth, long flights, whatever, trying to find something to occupy my time. I found a couple absolute fucking gems. Which I should have brought those up earlier, but that's fine. But
we still can. We've all played more than one thing.
That's true. I don't know when this game came out, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not July. Anyway, I found a game that's okay. So you guys remember Plague Incorporated?
Mm-hmm.
A little mobile game where you had to create a disease to try to wipe out the world.
Yep.
Well, the creator made a game called Rebel Incorporated where you have to restabilize a region after like outside military influence and destabilization. Woof. Destabilization. And fuck, I'm not gonna try that word again. Destabilization, got it. Okay. But you have to like rebuild infrastructure and earn community trust and fight off insurgents, and it's really great. And like I didn't expect it to like tackle some things that I thought it was going to have to tackle to be good to me. And like it does. Like there are situations that come up where like the people are like, yo, you've been helping a lot, but like no one else is able to do anything because you're doing it all. And like you have to like try and combat corruption and the idea that you might be becoming a dictator in a power vacuum. It's crazy. It's very good. It's called Rebel Incorporated. And then I also downloaded a mini train station simulator called Mini Metro.
Game's wonderful.
Oh, cool. You know what that is. Mini Metro is fucking great.
You
just drag train lines and build them in cities, and it's awesome.
I call that a bedtime game, man. I got a couple of those I rotate that I fall asleep to. And that's one of my favorite bedtime games.
I've played it before bed each night this week. And you're right. It's just like the sound, if you have the sound on, it's chill. It's nice and like ambient. As you add train lines, different like instrument tones come in. So cool. It slowly becomes this more like vibrant orchestra of trains stopping at stations and picking people up. And it's super so simplistic. Good. It's a gray background. I'm on the dark mode, so it's a gray background with water. Sure. And then you draw colorful lines between shapes to connect stations. And woo!
Yeah, it's great.
It's fun,
it ends up looking like a really neat subway map. Those are some good ones, man. You picked up some nice mobile games there.
Yeah. I ended up finding some good stuff. Sky came out as well, but I haven't played much because
it's real pretty.
It's more of an investment. It's real pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real pretty. But yeah, I can't think of anything I played this month that I didn't like. I assume as we get into September, specifically September, because we get Monster Hunter, Borderlands, God of War, Destiny, and is that all of them?
I tried Destiny again.
And I said Monster Hunter.
You did say Monster Hunter.
Yeah, we get 5 huge things in 12 days time or some shit like that.
You know where I'm going to be.
Yeah, I know I'm going to be playing at least 3 of those, and that's. I probably won't get into Monster Hunter, but Gears, Destiny, and Borderlands are going to be on the list.
Yeah,
on the menu for sure.
The Zane trailer for Borderlands, kind of his character trailer, dropped this week, and he has an Irish accent, and I'm going to be playing him just to hear all the shit that he says in Irish, awesome. And it's going to be
I played Rocket League an entire
so
night.
Good.
This week, and me and the 3 people I was playing with all did it with Scottish accents. It's the weirdest shit I've ever done in my life. 3 hours straight in accent. It was fucking incredible.
Can I ask who you were playing with?
Actually, it was a guy that I met at my brother's orientation in Illinois.
Does anybody have any Scottish lineage?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
But there were 3 people that were doing Scottish accents. 2 were pretty good, and the 4th guy was doing a really, really solid Australian accent. And
did he start? Minute, I was like, did he start Scottish and then slip into Australian? Okay.
Slipped, yeah.
As he
did. It was great.
Nice.
As you do. Sarge, Eric, any of you guys have games that you doodled with this month and didn't really enjoy?
I reinstalled Destiny. I played for about an hour, and then I just was like, man, this game is so slow.
Eric, you reinstalled PUBG. That's not the first thing you thought
I know.
Of.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I already talked about PUBG. I installed Destiny. I ran around the Forgotten City for a while, and it's nothing against the game. And part of the problem is I also have it downloaded on PC, and I've started playing on PC a little bit. And
sure,
the difference
feels different. I'm sure
the feel is just night and day difference in frame rate.
Because it's like a 30 to 60 frame
it's a 30
jump,
to 60
isn't it?
jump in 1440 with the VSync, and it's just so silky smooth. And when I tried to play it on console again, I was like, man, this is just slow.
Garbage.
It's not that it's garbage. I think with all the things coming out this fall, and I know everybody's getting back on the Destiny train with Shadowkeep coming out. With all the things coming out, you've got Gears in September. The tech test. I played a few rounds in that tech test, and it was great. I think they're doing a really good. And no, that does not mean I'm coming around to PC. Me playing Destiny on PC.
Sarge, did you play the tech test at all for Gears?
I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, the multiplayer is real solid. The Nashville felt great. You could corner hop and come out and just blast people, which was nice. It felt a lot like the original Gears 1, Gears 2 multiplayers, which makes me really happy. So
it's going to be music to his ears for sure.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what goes on with that. And then, yeah, like I said, when Borderlands 3 comes out, man, it's going to be
lights out
with that. And it's just going to be ripping through that, getting all the, getting up to, end game stuff in that game and playing through the story. Because if it's anything like the previous 2 games, it's going to be great. It's going to be high up on my list.
I'm super curious as to what we're going to get out of Borderlands 3. Like, I don't know. I'm a little afraid it might not change.
We're also a month ahead of ourselves here.
We are. Sorry.
We're jumping to September.
Dragging us back on the topic.
Yeah, I think the only thing really coming out in August for me, though, is Blair Witch. And I think I'm the only one in the group that's going to be playing that. So.
Oh, hold on. There's some stuff. There's some stuff. But before we do that, before we move on to next month, let's finish our last question for this month, and that is, our time sync game? What's the thing that you, for some reasons, can't break away from? I know Sarge and I are going to similarly have Rocket League.
Well, I didn't have my one that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it was all of a bad experience with Brawlhalla the other night.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, dude!
I fucking raged out.
No, that's very good. You should talk about that because I jumped into the party afterwards, and you were not.
Oh, we got full salt mode, Sergeant Sodium.
Man, I lost it that night. It was piled onto a very stressful day. But I had jumped on there, and to me, I played it before multiple times, and I felt like I did all right. But that night, it felt like I was playing Mortal Kombat, and somebody was just hitting every combo on me nonstop.
We had some.
At one point, I got knocked off the map. The guy jumped at me, knocked me off the map again. Then I got back. He knocked me off one more time, and then slam dunked me down. I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" I was like. Yeah, I didn't even get to do anything. I couldn't move.
In your defense, I had the game open to whoever wanted to join. We were playing sixes, so if it was me and then Matt was here. We were doing co-op, and then Sarge jumped in, and it was 3 people kept rotating in that had obviously played this game a lot,
nonstop.
I mean, I didn't do any damage. I think I got 1 elimination out of the 4 games I played. And halfway through the 4th game, I quit. I don't even know if Eric noticed that I quit because my character continues to play without me.
Yep.
And it did better with me not there.
It was, I spent a lot of time, if you've been around the stream for a while, in my...
Sarge, I'm so sorry.
In my casting overlay, doing just commentating that night.
And then it carried over to Rocket League. And we did good in Rocket League. It's just... every little thing was pissing me off.
Oh, it's a bad night.
I was already mad.
It's a bad night when Sarge joins you to play a game. And he starts it with how pissed he is, and you're about to play Rocket League, which makes him mad.
Yep.
I was like, we'll see how this goes. It turned out fine.
Caleb, really quick, great. I got 2 more games I just want to do a quick little rundown on because they came out this past week. So, Forager came out yesterday for Switch and PS4 and I think Xbox. That was a game that had been on PC for a while. One Man Show made it, picked up by the Humble Bundle guys, and they published it. It is phenomenal.
What game is this? Sorry,
Forager. It's in the chat. So you can check it out there. That game is incredibly endearing and charming. It is a collecting, building, expanding game. It is a great podcast game. You can listen to a bunch of other games while you're playing, or other shows while you're playing through it. Really good time kill. I've got about 3 to 4 hours into it. Got multiple islands going right now, and that game is a ton of fun. Also, Fire Emblem 3 Houses came out on Friday, and I've got about 14 hours into that game, and holy shit, it is so good. It's probably my favorite game that came out this month, and it is a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Very dense. I think there's 3 different ways 3 different paths you can play that game, and they say each one's 70 to 100 hours.
Blue Lion, Golden Deer, and oh shit.
Uh-oh.
You almost got it. Finish it.
Black
I believe in you.
There you go.
I am a Blue Lion, and really.
Oh, you're one of the few people I've talked to who's actually chosen Blue Lion.
Yeah.
Well,
Blue Lions.
Bobby always goes against the grain, so.
Yeah, man.
For some reason, that comment was funny to me with a wood grain wall behind Bobby.
That's what I do.
That was the exact point of the comment.
Okay. All right. I didn't know.
Here is
you know what, Eric?
We're all there. We're all there.
What were you saying, Bobby?
I just threw up something for Fire Emblem as well. If anybody wants to look at it, it's in chat.
Cool.
Dope. All right. Time sinks. Anybody have a thing that they played a ton of?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Apex Division for me.
All right. Breath of the Wild's a little bit of a surprise for me. Apex and Division, yes. I'm getting back in the Division. I did the first part of the expedition, which was through Kenley Library. Is the second part open right now?
Oh, so yeah, the second part opened this week, and it was also not a bug, by the way. The switch to get into the room rotates from 3 different locations. So if you don't, you have to go find it. I did some research because I went to the location where I thought it was, and it was not active for me. And so there's actually 3 different spots that switch can go to open the room.
Yeah, see, that wasn't the issue. The issue was I couldn't go look.
Yeah, I didn't have that issue once I went.
Yeah, that was the bug I ran into. The bug I ran into was you go and turn in the last expedition chapter, and the doors are supposed to open so you can go find the button to get into the room, and those doors stayed closed. So I was stuck in the atrium.
Oh, see, I got it the next day, and I didn't.
Yeah,
finish,
I went back and
I didn't finish. I didn't finish the last mission. I found the switch and it opened the door before I finished the last one. Maybe it's because I knew the location of the room. But either way, I didn't run into the bug where I had to leave and come back.
Yeah, I just Googled how to get into the room. I'm like, I'm not figuring this out. Yeah. Sarge, did you ever confirm what you've been playing other than getting your ass kicked in Valhalla?
I would have to say Apex and Rocket League from the nights that I played with you guys. And then I watched the wife play some Stardew Valley. And ever since I got this iPad, that's all she's been playing while she's been hanging out with the baby.
Is it good mobile?
I might get.
Yeah, she's enjoying it a lot.
I could see it working on that platform pretty well. Yeah, it's not a very tense.
It's actually easier than on Xbox. Like there's certain aspects like when you're fishing in the game, when you play on Xbox, you have to use your joystick to get a bar to stay on top of the fish to like long enough, and then you actually catch it. Well, it's very hard to use the joystick to actually move it because there's a delay in it. But like using your finger to push down and release is a lot easier.
Sure.
Because like I couldn't catch fish for anything on the Xbox, but she was catching them all day long on the mobile, and it was really cool. Like nice. It's cool that you can actually be like a farmer, but then you have to actually socialize with everybody in the town. Like there's people that you can actually be
sowing them beans,
baby.
Sowing them beans, getting the wife into it,
sowing them social beans.
It's a family. It's a family farm now.
It's forever incredible to me that game was made by one guy over a 5-year span of time.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that just speaks to the state of gaming in general. You've got hobbyists now that are developing things in their spare time and then launching them and to critical and mass social acclaim.
I really want multiplayer to drop on Xbox.
Yeah, I think it has.
I mean, on that note, Eric, there's inside of and Forager, once you play a few hours of it, because like you're unlocking a skill tree, there's also like triumphs. Mm-hmm. If you get like a triumph unlock on it, which is essentially like an achievement in the game, you unlock an extras menu, and in that extras menu, the developer has made a comic about making that game by himself.
Oh, that's awesome!
And like coming to America to do it, and his dad passed away in that process, and his mom like continued to like push him to do it. Like it's just so fucking good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And like I'm not trying to like sit on a soapbox with this guy, but if you've got $20, that game is well worth it. Yep. And I think it's definitely going to a good cause for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, I know I got interrupted earlier when I was saying this, but speaking of like emotional stuff, your boy teared up in Hobbs and Shaw, for real. But anyway, we can move on. So
to speak to Panda's comment, it says that PC is getting multiplayer for Stardew Valley on the 1st of August, and then Xbox should be getting an update here soon after.
I want to unpack. Right. So I want to unpack tearing up in Hobbs and Shaw for a minute.
Was the actual tear or just one of those watery eyes?
No, actual tear, homie. Actual tear.
Okay, so
you want me to just spoil it?
No,
I'll tell you.
No,
don't spoil it.
I'm trying to wrap my head around. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will be the first to express my love for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham because he's awesome.
It's gonna be the family thing,
and
right?
nobody can kick bottle caps off of water bottles like Jason Statham can.
Sorry. Donnie Yen did it blindfolded.
Okay, I know.
So Rock and Statham have a baby.
I got it.
Rock and Statham have a baby.
God damn it, Smurf.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting at. Is it something like that? Is it the family aspect of it? Because I know that. Okay, all right.
It's family related.
All right. Because I mean, my wife and daughter were looking at me very strangely yesterday as I'm sitting on the couch with just tears rolling down my eyes at the end of Endgame.
Woof, dude,
and I'm just sitting there the whole time from the second Tony snaps all the way through the end credits rolling.
Yo, when Morgan says, "I want a cheeseburger,"
yep,
done. God damn it,
done, man. I was just like, oh no. I was like,
happy, like realizes like that's what Tony said.
I'll get you all the cheeseburgers you want, man.
Your dad like cheeseburgers.
Oh, God. So good.
Stop. We gotta stop talking about this. Has everybody seen Far From Home?
No.
Yep.
Okay, Bobby. There's moments in that movie that fucked me up too. Big time.
Yeah, for sure. I think absolutely. Like, I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to give anything away. But there's always been something very endearing, even in like the Homecoming and beyond. Like, the relationship that Tony Stark has with Peter Parker is really well done and well realized. They continue to expand upon that even after the events of Endgame in ways that you don't expect.
Yes.
Speaking of crying, have you guys watched A Dog's Journey?
No, I will not watch that movie.
I don't.
God, dude,
I can't watch movies with dogs in them.
It was such a good movie.
I don't watch movies with pets straight up. Flipper, fuck yourself. Free Willy, go away.
Yeah, I can't. Anything with animals, I can't do because I am an emotional wreck the whole time.
Yep.
No, can't do
I've seen Flipper and Free Willy before people jump down my throat because I know that like
that's fine.
The fun theme is to pick on Caleb for not having seen things. I've seen Flipper and Free Willy. Michael Ironside's the bad guy in Free Willy. Of course, I've seen that movie. Anyway,
moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah,
we have covered all of July and some before what happened in July. It was a relatively slow month for people saying not much came out. You're right. The stuff that came out was relatively small, and if you were interested by it, you played it. If you weren't, you weren't. And the only real system that came out with some bangers was Nintendo, and only one of us has the ability to do that, despite the fact that we all really, really, really want to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and for some reason they didn't release that game on every fucking console.
I can't see that game not coming to the other platforms.
I don't know, man. Like I thought about that a lot too. See the earlier comments on money, and the mouse. The mouse gets its money. One way or the other.
The mouse. Yeah, sure.
I think that might be, if I had to guess, I don't know if it's permanent, probably at least an elongated timed exclusive.
Yeah.
You know what really sucks is if it's a year-long exclusive and they tell us in like March, it's 2 months before the other Avengers game comes out, and it completely fucking
this still might be a better game.
Yeah, I still think though, even though the other Avengers game's coming out, if it, let's just say hypothetically that happened, I think these two games scratch different itches in the
for sure
in the world. So I still think the Marvel Avengers game would be more I'm playing with you guys, or the Avengers game, and then this one is something I could sit down with my kids and go, let's go couch co-op it. And
I'm psyched about the Avengers game, honestly. After what I saw at Comic-Con and the updated footage and actual gameplay, and the idea that it's going to be Miss Marvel trying to bring a fractured Avengers back together, and you get to play as Miss Marvel. Like, fuck yeah!
Yeah, the stuff I've seen post E3 gives me a little bit more hope for.
It's still weird that the campaign's not.
Yeah,
I will side with Bobby on that.
Yeah,
I'm down to clown, but it's still weird.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, but we're through. We keep trying to jump like way into the future. But before we do that, let's talk about August and what we are excited about in August. Because I know Eric and I are looking forward to some Division stuff that we might be able to get Bobby and Sarge back into. We have a couple of people that have gotten codes or bought the game who are going to be building up, and maybe we'll have a squad big enough for the raid. That's the hope. And then I know that Bobby and I are super excited for Control. Mm-hmm. What do you guys have? I mean, I just kind of ruined me and Bobby's thing in some way. So I apologize for that, Bobby.
It's all right. It's okay.
Oh, he's got 3. All right. Well, fuck me. No. So yeah. Don't start with me because I have to go re-look at what comes out in August other than Control. Who would like to go foist?
I mean, I'll go. I've said it the whole time through here. I mean, think Blair Witch at the end of the month. I'm
sure.
all over that one. I don't know why I typically don't play those types of games, but for some reason, maybe it's just the connection with the woods where all that story happened is where I grew up in Maryland for the first part of my life. So I think that's part of it. Control looks really good. A Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut's coming out on August 27th, which those are great games. And then there's that Remnant from Ashes game that comes out on the 20th. I don't know if you guys have looked at any of that. That may be something I grab. It's just kind of a apocalyptic looking third-person action game that looks
sounds dope.
Right up my alley.
Dope. Who'd like to go next, Bobby?
Yeah. So while you're looking up stuff on Control, I'll let you tell, but that's probably my number one anticipated game for the next month. There's also another game for the Switch called Astral Chain that looks like a lot of fun. Super high stylized game from Platinum. Looks to play a little bit like a Bayonetta, something like that. Looks really fucking cool. And then there's a game that I'm very curious about that I think comes out actually the 1st or the 2nd of August. And it is called The Church in the Darkness. And that launches on Steam, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It's kind of a top-down game that set in the 70s involving a cult. And it looks really fucked up. And
wait, is this the thing that you shared? Huh. That was side-scrolling, not top-down.
This was more... It kind of has the same vibe that the Game Pass game, Road to Eden.
What's it called?
This game
is called... Mutant Year Zero is what you were thinking of.
Yeah, it is called The Church in the Darkness. Here, I will send a link to chat.
I mean, August 1st, Fortnite Season 10. That's the only thing that really matters.
Get the fuck out of here, homie.
$3 million. I'm playing the shit out of that game.
Yep.
The Church in the Darkness.
Time to get on that Fortnite.
Yeah, it looks like a slow burn. Looks like it's going to be really fucked up and disturbing. No one is forced to join a cult. It welcomes you. It understands you. It involves you until the words become more than truth. They make you whole. Let's see.
Oh, so it's Midsummer, the game.
Midsummer's not super cultish, but yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, that's the thing that people generally like jump to the conclusion of in Midsummer. Oh, it's a cult. It'll be horror. Interesting. Is it a Game Pass or is it just coming out on Xbox?
I don't know if it's Game Pass or not. It's definitely Xbox, PS4, Steam, and Switch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll watch some stuff if you put together some stuff.
Yeah.
Or I'll watch a trailer. Whatever. Sarge, what are you looking forward to next month?
I looked into Control quite a bit today, and I feel like I might actually get that game.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. I saw YouTube. There was like a 13 minutes, like the first 13 minutes of gameplay, and it looks all right. I don't know if I like the gameplay entirely, so I might have to look into it a little bit first. But I think I like the storyline, and I like the abilities and the backstory on all that. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna probably pick up Madden because I've been getting
very good.
I've been getting back into sports, just like in the world in general, like watching baseball and soccer and.
Sarge had a kid and became a 20-year career dad. And I got my Sports Center and my coffee in the morning, and my Sports Center and my Bush in the evening.
And so I'm thinking I'm going to pick that up because then I think FIFA comes out the next month after that. So I won't pick up hockey. Hockey's.
I haven't played a hockey game since NHL 2002 that was sponsored by Fox.
Yep.
That's dope.
But I think that's what I'm looking forward to next month. Is I'll probably pick Control up, and then I'm going to get one of the Madden games. I know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So Control's been brought up a few times. For those of you who don't know, Control is made by not Quantic Dream, sorry, Remedy, who made Quantum Break. Mm-hmm. I still almost fucked that up because I wanted to say Quantum of Solace, but yeah, they made Quantum Break, a game that had Aidan Gillen, who is Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, and Lance Reddick, who is Zavala in Destiny, and I can't for the life of me remember the main character, but he played Iceman in the original X-Men trilogy.
They also
and
made
it's
Alan
a time
Wake.
travel. Yeah, it's a time travel game. They also made Alan Wake before that, which is a great game, and people really want them to make a sequel to it. We'll see if that ever happens. They also made Max Payne 3.
Yeah.
Which is a fantastic game. And if you haven't played that, I do believe it's backwards compatible. Go do it. Anyway, Control is a game that takes place. You are an agent. I can't remember the main character's name. It's her, red hair. You are an agent of an organization called the Oldest House, which...
She's actually the new director of the organization.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because the previous one was killed.
All right.
She starts off as the new director.
Sean Ashmore is the name of that actor, for sure. Dominic Monaghan's in that game, too, the guy who plays Mary. Or Pippin. Regardless. Anyway, so you play as this woman who is now the director of the Oldest House, which every time I say it is like, fuck, that's a really good name for an organization. But they investigate the paranormal, and some shit goes sideways, and the Oldest House becomes like a battleground for the paranormal. And that's really all we know. I'm excited for it because it's Remedy. They do really good story, and it looks really good. Like whatever they did to create the engine that made Quantum Break is incredible, and Control is built very much in that same engine and looks similarly good in terms of fidelity.
There's some really cool aspects at play with that game when it comes to movement. Mm-hmm. One of which is it's a telekinesis-based game, and there's some really impressive ways that they've addressed how to be able to use telekinesis and also a hand, and how you would balance both of those powers, or the power with that weapon. And the weapons, so from what I've seen, it's one gun that takes on different personas and possibilities.
Yep, exactly.
That looks really fucking rad. So I think
it's called the service weapon too. Like I think the name's
the service weapon of the Oldest House. That's so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
It's so good, man.
I've intentionally this was my favorite trailer from last year. I was immediately engrossed with it. It had such a tone to it. I learned enough there that I said I'm in. I want this game. I've watched a few of the trailers. I've tried to avoid the gameplay stuff because I just want to go in with the freshest set of eyes for this. It's been one of my most anticipated games for a while, and I'm trying so hard to not build this thing up to be more than what it is, to where I just go into it and have a great time. Because I'm so excited to play Control. I cannot wait to play that game. Yep. Took off work and everything to play it.
Ooh, I'm trying not to watch too much, but I did watch the last trailer, and at one point she picks up a projector in an office and turns and dumps it into a bookshelf, and the shelves collapse under the weight of the projector and the books fall off individually, and it just the physics look so.
Is that the one
good
where the guy's talking about in my dream? Is that the trailer where there's a bald guy?
Yeah.
He's talking in my dream last night. That was a minute 30 of just marvel. It was so good. Apparently, if you're going to play this on PC, from what the Bombcast guys are talking about when they got their hands, this game is going to be something to see. If you've got the equipment to run it, ray tracing, the whole 9 yards, it's supposed to just look really fucking good on PC. I hope it's a game that next year, Like, I hope this game has legs first and foremost, and I hope it's a game that maybe takes advantage of some of that new hardware that's coming out next year with like an update or a patch or something, because the PC stuff sounds really fucking cool.
For sure. I don't think I'm really looking forward to anything else in August. I know that Division's going to keep rolling out this Expedition, but I do think that'll be over by the end of July.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it's not, because Expedition Part 2 is out now. So that'll continue to roll out through the beginning portion of August. I know that Rocket League pushed its Rocket Pass from July 27th into August 27th because of something. Probably just fan service, which is super dope. Sarge and I have been kind of crushing that. It's the furthest I've gotten in a Rocket Pass before than ever before.
I've got 3 levels till it pays for itself.
Yeah, he's got 3 levels to max, and I'm beyond the unlockables that are listed and in the random unlockables now. But other than that,
Panda's saying it's because of complaints because of the length of time between the last one and this one.
Yeah, this one it was 3 months. If you couldn't get your levels up in 3 months, I feel like that's pretty long time, don't you think?
He's just the messenger.
No. I'm just putting that out there. Like, just based on if that's what the. Oh, it's extra gear. Okay, yeah. I get it.
Yeah, because they extended it to 110 too. Normally they only go to like 80.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, that's gonna do it for, I guess, our conversation about our bounties. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to share that they didn't get a chance to? I know that this episode is mostly focused and formatted around games, and our bounties do comprise of other things. So, like, do we want to do a quick round of? Oh shit! 2 choices. Quick round of alternative media or alternate types of media, not alternative media. That's a weird thing to say. Or quick round of games we didn't get to, but we want to get to.
I'm going to take alternative media.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll
Sarge, you're outvoted. Yeah, Eric, what other than games did you experience in the last month that you're pumped for, or that you were pumped about?
New podcast just came out called Noble Blood. It is executive produced by Aaron Mahnke. That's the guy that does Lore, Cabinet Curiosities, and Unobscured. Noble Blood focuses on a moment in a noble's life. So, like, the very opening episode was called The Second Death of Marie Antoinette. And it talked all about the 9 months she was imprisoned and, it's just, the storytelling is awesome. I cannot remember now. Here it is. Dana Schwartz is the author of it, and she just does a phenomenal job painting these pictures that are just haunting. Marie Antoinette episode, the first episode, was great there. And then also The Boys. I went, and before I started watching it, dug the run that I have out of my boxes in the garage and read through it to refamiliarize myself with the characters.
That's the, like, SoCal vampire comic, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is the one with the supers that are realizing they're supers that are run by a corporation.
Yes.
And
Sorry.
I think the casting is spot on. Carl Urban he's just so good as Billy the Butcher. And then,
I didn't realize that was a comic before. I thought this was a thing.
It was interesting. It was we're talking about The Boys, Panda. It's interesting because DC actually canceled it after I want to say really shortly afterwards, because they didn't like the anti-superhero tone of it, given what DC is.
Sure.
And then they gave, I was reading an article about it, they gave the original author his all the rights back when they canceled it because they didn't feel like they gave him a fair shake. But yeah, I think the casting is perfect. Carl Urban's great. Simon Pegg's character is the only one that maybe is a little bit of a misstep just because he should be 20 years older. He plays the main character's dad. But it's Simon Pegg, and him and Amazon apparently have some things worked out where they're in a bunch of shows. He's doing a bunch of shows for them. So.
Sure. Sorry, the SoCal vampire thing I made a weird reference to. I heard Lost Boys, not The Boys.
The Boy, yeah.
When you said The Boys, my brain said Lost Boys, and I was like, was that a comic?
I have that show queued up. We had to finish another show first, but that's something that like my wife and I are excited to watch.
And you guys have the advantage of not having children to dodge when watching that show.
Yeah, I hear it's very, very, very graphic.
Very graphic.
Yeah.
All right.
The Flash character runs straight through somebody in the first episode and just disintegrates.
Yeah, I think I've seen that clip.
It's in the trailer. It just disintegrates this poor person
awesome.
into nothing.
I can't wait.
Yikes.
It's
nice.
Good.
Yikes.
It's really good. I'm like on the 4th or 5th episode. I can't remember.
Nice. Sarge, what did you experience outside of games that you want to share with people?
I've been watching Superstore. I don't know if you guys have seen that at all. It's a pretty good show. It's not as good as The Office or Parks and Rec or anything, but it's pretty funny and entertaining. So me and the wife have been watching that. I need to keep going on Sons of Anarchy. I haven't watched that in a couple weeks just because the wife's around and she doesn't actually like watching it. So it's hard to find the time to do that. I watched the second. I had to go back through and watch the first episode of Chernobyl again because I didn't remember what happened. And oh my God, I hate it.
A lot of people died.
But I love it. A lot of people died.
A lot of people died in the first episode of that show.
Yeah, so I gotta get through that series also, just because it's that first episode is like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are they making these? Wait, what are they? Why so many people are dying, and nobody cares?
A firefighter picks up a chunk of granite that's from the core, and his hand fucking melts.
It's like, what is?
Yeesh.
No, everything's fine. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No. Like
it's bad.
So it's fucking terrible. So yeah, I've got to
watch that still too.
I've got some things to catch up on and get through because I gotta get to The Boys and a couple other things too. So
yeah, I need to get to The Boys and I need to get to fucking Good Omens. So I haven't watched that either. Also.
Yeah, I feel like The Boys and Good Omens and Jack Ryan are the things that are kind of bringing. Because Amazon, the Prime shows, they've had a couple good ones, but I think these are the breakouts that they really needed.
Jack Ryan was so good, y'all.
Yeah, with the new season.
And I'm super excited for season 2.
Yeah.
Which just got announced coming soon, which would mean probably this month.
Yep.
Bobby, what are your transmedia recommendations?
Music, The Symposium, the Sonic Crystals EP. Check that out. TV. My wife and I.
What kind of music is it? Give me a genre.
It's
real quick.
Indie pop electronic synth.
Say it one more time. What are they called?
The Symposium and the Sonic Crystal EP is their most recent.
Thank you.
My wife and I just finished Dead to Me on Netflix. It's a dark comedy, very dark comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy, very palatable to get through 30-minute episodes. They have confirmed a season 2 for that show. And it ends with a cliffhanger, very big one. So
that is Hawkeye's wife and the chick from
Christina Applegate and Linda
Cardellini. It's got James Marsden, Cyclops, and Lily. X-Men movies also from Westworld fame.
It was good. It's real good.
Yeah, it's a very good show. We'd heard good things. I went through all of our streaming services, cleared out the watch list and what all that was. I was like, we're gonna hyper focus and get through this shit. So HBO Now, Hulu, all that, anything that's programming, we've made lists on all those platforms, and we are gonna be busting
that backlog.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else?
Detective Pikachu came out on digital, so we bought that and we watched it again. It's still very, very good.
Okay, I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Detective Pikachu is so good.
I heard it was like one of those movies where people were halfway through it and they're like, wait a minute, why do I fuck with this so much? Why is this so good? I need to get into that. So I binged the entire first season of Barry and the first half of season 2 in one night last week.
Best show people are not watching. Barry.
Yo, that show is fucking incredible. There's an episode in season 1 where shit goes super sideways and Barry has to do a thing. And like, Bobby, I know you know what I'm talking about.
In the car?
Yep. I just got goosebumps for real. That shit fucking, I had to like stop and like sit there for a second because it was like, holy shit.
The highs are very high, but the lows are incredibly.
The lows are so low. Also, shout out to oh my god, I forgot his name.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, not him though. NoHo Hank, because NoHo Hank is one of my fucking favorite things.
He played Victor Zsasz in Gotham, I think.
Yes, he did. And I can't remember the actor's name. He's up for an Emmy, though, or he was. His name's Anthony Carrigan. He plays a Chechnyan mobster, and he's just so great. In one scene, the Asian mob they're interacting with, him and the Bolivians. One of the leaders stabs herself in the hand to prove how strong she is, and his reaction is, I've played it for several people because he's just like, "Oh, sweet baby Jesus." He's great. He makes that show even better. So that's the show I've been watching. I have a backlog that I'm getting through. One of my guilty pleasures is food shows, and David Gelb has incredible food shows. I don't know if you guys have watched Jiro Dreams of Sushi, but you should. But he had a show just come out called Street Food. He also does that. He does Chef's Table. He does like 2 or 3 other food shows, and Street Food just came out, and we watched the Street Food about. It's not the Philippines. It's the first season of Street Food is Asia, and it's one of the Asian island countries. It might be Singapore, and it's so good. Like, I could watch stuff about people making food always, but he has a particular vision for filming and telling stories in food spaces that I just can't get enough of. Jiro is an amazing movie.
I have a buddy who, him and his wife are going back to Japan because their reservation they made it in 2016, and it is just now coming up next summer.
Yep, a couple of years in advance, and it's $200 just to sit down.
Yep, in the in the subway stall. So it's unreal.
Yeah, is this the one we talked about, Caleb? Whenever we
when you were like, "I would never spend that much."
I would never spend $200-300 on food. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's because for some people, Ryan, they enjoy their food experience, and you think of it as sustenance.
I need to live.
I can't even with 2 kids. I can't even get out of a restaurant for under $200 these days. So it just doesn't happen.
No, this is also true.
Wife, 2 kids, couple
drinks. 4 of us in San Diego spent $343 on a sushi experience.
Yep,
it happened, and it was incredible.
That was the whole meal, though, right? But
yes, that was all of us split together.
Yeah, that's about right.
4 people, $343. It was like 90 bucks a person.
What restaurant was it?
It was called the Hidden Fish, and it was omakase, which means as you like it. The chef cooks or prepares and makes. It was 12 pieces and a roll for you, and explains each one and where everything comes from and like how he's making it while he's doing it.
The only way to get
sushi. It was absolutely incredible. And I would do it. Yep. I would do it all the time.
Only way.
If I was rich. Sorry, I talked about my show. Music, I'm still crushing. Thank You Scientist's new album Terraformer. I can't stop suggesting that to people. If you like prog rock or math rock in any way, rock that makes you think a little bit because its time signature changes, it's very, very, very good. And Banks had a new album come out called 3. Banks is a very good song. Oh shit. I'm going to erase the Banks one. Big Data had a new album come out, and Big Data is the shit. It's like funky I don't even know how to describe it. It's the shit. Look up Big Data. He had an album called 3.0 that came out, and it's all very good. I think that's it.
Cool.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, that's it.
Dope. Thanks for listening, everybody. We will be back next week with an episode, a normal style episode. We're going to do these episodes once a month at the end of the month to recap the previous month and to look forward to the next month. But we'll do regular topic-based episodes in between that. As I said earlier, my grandmother and I are going to Chicago for Discovery this weekend, so stay tuned for stuff on Twitter and possibly Twitch as we're up there, because we're there for 3 days and it's very long and lots of stuff to do. If you want to listen to this show, you can find it on nerdybits.com/listen. If you want to read anything that we've written, you can find it on /read. If you want to watch any of our streams, and coming soon, this show on YouTube, go to /watch. And if you want to send questions in, go to /contact. We want you to send us questions. We are going to be posting more and more stuff about what we're going to be talking about the following week earlier and earlier so that you guys can get prepared for it. Do we have a Smurf fact? Eric, since he is in your chat, has he provided you with
I do.
Sweet knowledge and goodness?
We're gonna use last week since we didn't get to do it. So if you wanna,
yeah, sure.
Mess up the audio.
Smurf facts. Oh yeah.
Work that time. All right. So Smurf fact is Comic-Con started as a one-day quote-unquote mini-con called San Diego's Golden State Comic Mini-Con on March 21st, 1970
That's a mouthful.
at the U.S. Grant Hotel in downtown San Diego.
Nice. 1970?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
How was this the 50th anniversary?
It might have been the 50th anniversary for as it Comic-Con proper, not San Diego's Golden State Comic Mini-Con.
Sure. So they did something in 69.
Yeah.
Really anything. Sure. That's dope. I did not know it was called San Diego's Golden State Comic Mini-Con because that's a fucking awful name.
The SDGCSC. M.
It's literally what I type when I'm laughing at something too hard to type something in Twitter.
It's my password.
It's that.
I don't know how they figured that out.
You should change that because that's not how passwords work, bud. You can't share them. Shit. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we will have this audio up on Friday morning at 10, as we almost always do. The last couple of weeks have been a little wonky because of travel and things like that, but I promise you it'll get more regular. That's what my doctor tells me to do. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's just end it. Let's just end it.
It's been a long couple.
Just end it.
Oh, God. I am one of your hosts, Caleb. My Twitter handle is Lubwub. You can also find me on Xbox, PlayStation, and Instagram at Lubwub. If you want to follow Nerdy Bits, it's nerdy_bits on Twitter and _nerdy bits on Instagram. Bobby, where can people find you?
Lumberjacksmack.com.
Lumberjack Smack, everywhere it matters. Eric, where can people find you?
Fiberglass, everywhere it matters.
Boom. And Ryan, where can people find you?
Sergeant Sodium, everywhere it matters.
Dope. Have a good week, everybody. Get out there and crush the critics, and we will see you in 7 days.
Later, guys.
Later.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Tates.
Bringing it down. Skeevy, what's happening, brother? And everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Over is Thursday. What is today? I guess it's Thursday now, yeah? Right? End of the day in this fabulous... It is a fabulous world, my friend.
Thank you for your continued commitment.
Thank you for that. Subscription. Subbing you up. Mrs. Dirty Smurf says, making them little bitties fall down. Stream brought to you by the official beer of Texas. This evening. I like that. I like that. All right. Who is this sending me random messages?
My God. Are you seeing this? Planet Earth. It's beautiful. I guess we're really on.
No. 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 Anyway. All right. Where's the old communicator app here? All right. We're not playing that. That is not happening. I think Apex was the order, right? Oh, God. Blech. Turn that down. Yeah, I don't know why the audio, the voice audio is coming through over the music. It's kind of weird. God, those ball caps, man. Turned out so good. So good. No, it was a follow for follow request in the Discord. It apparently came in like early on in the thing, because this person followed me. Thank you for the follow. However, you know, if you come in, you know, and stick around for a little bit. If you want to follow, great. If not, great. Learn a little bit about the streamer, drop a follow, but don't expect anything in fucking return. I mean, come on. I appreciate everybody that's here night after night that hangs out with me. I really do. And I participate in channels that I want to consume content from. I've made a lot of good friends since I've been serious about streaming over the last 2 years. You know, a lot of really good people. A lot of real fun times here. But, man, damn it, it just annoys the shit out of me. Not only, you know, the follow, but then the immediate, looking at the timestamp here, the immediate send of, hey, hey, I already dropped you one. You want to follow me now? No, I don't. Maybe I'll swing by, check you out, then see if it's some content I want to consume, right? But if you don't want to, follow, it's all good, baby. It's all good. Is my Xbox app on the other damn screen? Nope. Where is it? There it is. Why did I have no... Why do I have no game audio? What? There we go. Now I can hear the game. Smurfer Durfer. Alright, there's Smurf.
What's up, dude?
What's happening?
Nice cast tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
OMG, it's the love one. Whoa, Legends compete at wow. Legends compete at X Games Minneapolis on August 2nd.
Oh,
that's a interesting move here. X Games are venturing into esports now.
Yes, they are.
I think that's a natural fit.
Yes, they are. This is something that I believe we're hearing.
You're coming through very distant, Caleb.
Oh, my... Really?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a giant room. You don't have those silky smooth, dulcet tones.
It's because my fucking... The Xbox Party app likes to make me use my Logitech.
Yeah,
I have to fix it.
You have to go into the settings. Yeah, if you set your default on your computer, it should be fine.
All right.
But then you don't do that right now because you'll have to change your other config probably.
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
Scan 1 survey beacon is Pathfinder. Deals 750 damage as Wraith. For our week 7 challenges. 4 knockdowns in the pit.
How is that? Is that better?
Much better.
There we go. Let me bring up my audio.
Gibraltar Bloodhound. 8,000 damage.
What's up?
Generate 100 health as Octane. Alright. I didn't know none of the week 4s, really. I don't.
How long till...
What's up?
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
How long until the season ends?
No, I don't care about that. How long till we get 4-man squads?
I'd rather see duos in this game before. Penn and I were actually talking about this last night.
Wait, the same night I said, are you playing?
No, so okay, so here's what happened. I worked out at 10 o'clock last night and then laid down to go to bed at midnight, and yeah, that wasn't happening. So then I got up, I watched TV for a minute, and I was like, I'm gonna go play PUBG for a minute and see what this update is. So
Gotcha.
You were fast.
Gotcha.
You were fast asleep by that point.
Gotcha, coach. Ranked? Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. We can play whatever.
Oh, you okay with ranked or no?
Sarge, what
Yeah, we
doing?
can play ranked. I don't know what Sarge is doing.
The sodiums?
Deal 500 damage with SMGs? That's fine.
I have a
that should be
I have a
easy, right?
challenge that says play 2 games.
Oh, is that one of the...
Good luck.
Oh, I don't have that one at all.
One of the daily
Land in
challenges.
relay. One time. We got to land in relay one time. Really?
Well, no, you gotta land in relay and then it moves.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That
see
makes
the
sense
4
now.
diamonds underneath it. You gotta land
Yeah.
one place
well-
and then another place and another place.
That's why I was like, that doesn't seem right. The diamond count is off.
Yes.
Ranked
Nom,
leagues,
nom,
starting
nom.
server.
Caleb, you definitely just did that as I was eating cookies.
That worked out well.
Yeah, that's very good.
What, so how's work, Skiwi? Going good tonight? You got any router issues you got to map out or whatever you're trying to do the other night when I was trying to get you to play Blackout? Oh, it's your weekend. That's right. Oh, yeah. Duh. I will remember your work schedule one of these days, I swear.
That's a lie.
You're damn right it is.
Joking. Okay.
I was
I'm
joking.
joking. He's-
Actually, no, I wasn't.
No,
I'd love to
He'll
say that I
remember
was,
eventually.
but love to say that I was.
Yo, guys, I didn't talk about this on the stream tonight, and I meant to. But my grandma and I have been playing through the Halo games for preparation for our next season of our podcast.
Been lurking. I've
And
seen
she's
it.
never played Halo 1 and 2. And it's incredible being able to share the
How do you
experience.
jump
of-
into that franchise?
She didn't start playing games until Mass
Yeah.
Effect 2, which was around Halo 3.
That's
so
true,
She
that's true.
doodled with Halo 3, but didn't really play it.
Yeah, because I remember playing
So-
Halo 5 with her.
Yes, so she played Halo 3, 4, and 5. She played 4 and 5 on her own. 3
Right.
was her still learning. And so,
Did
like,
she not play ODST?
no. Maybe she did a little bit. Uh-oh.
Good start, Apex. Good start. I'll tell you what PUBG
Wait.
didn't do last night.
What's that?
Caress your butt.
That.
Show us dab it.
Hey, I don't have...
Oh.
I lost my fucking... I used to have the Octane background, and I don't anymore.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, they take one back when you stop playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting these invites or?
No, he's
My
just
notifications have been
ignoring
off.
it.
No, my notifications are off, so I'm not seeing them.
Got it. Got it, coach.
That seems like a good way to game.
Well, I mean, when I'm streaming, I don't want shit popping up, you dick.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Really?
changed
No,
my
you're
name
wrong.
on my Xbox to A as the first name and A as the last name because I didn't want to have my name in there.
you know, there's a setting to show your gamer tag as opposed to your name.
I was lazy.
Just letting you guys know.
Yeah,
Where it's all about them parental controls, man.
Dude, I'm just about.
What are
using
those?
one. I mean,
know.
I just
they
let my
don't
kids
they
buy
don't give
whatever
us
want.
they don't give us very many controls, but I figure you should probably use the few they do give you. I don't
All I know is
my 3-week-old just bought a shitload of Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god, here we go.
Yep, there it is. That's all it took. Anybody jonesing to play Mirage, or can I do it?
No, knock yourself out.
Listen, I've been training all day, so it's about time.
I'm gonna do my one scan beacon as Pathfinder.
Oh, good call.
I am flying on a zip line.
I'm
Yo,
play
the
Watson.
life-size fucking Pathfinder at Comic-Con was incredible.
Yeah.
Made by Weta Workshop. Fuck yeah, dude.
I bet it was.
It was so good. I don't remember where UI stuff is in this game, and my cameras are all moved around for Halo. I'm gonna have to move some stuff.
Follow my path to win.
That's why I just go with the green screen.
I'm gonna play that mini Metro game since I have one hand.
Oh yeah, I've got this over the map. So I'm gonna move this to here.
I instantly downloaded that game when you said something about it, Caleb.
You guys ready for hot?
Which one?
Hottie hot.
Mini Metro.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, whatever you want.
I'm down with here. I'm down with here. Whatever.
Don't you tell me where to go.
Nobody tells me what to do. Yo, Hobbs and Shaw was fun, man. It's not it's living in the space where it knows everybody watching Fast and Furious is not looking for an intellectual movie.
Are you watching your stream?
It just fucking. Am I watching my stream?
Yeah, I'm getting like. Are you hearing that, Smurf? That echo?
There's like a staticky echo. Yes.
No, I'm not hearing it at all.
It only happens. It sounds like you've got two mics like picking up for some reason. Anyway, go on. You were saying?
No, just Hobbs and Shaw was fun.
Yeah.
And it felt like they knew exactly what the audience they were going for was, and the audience reacted as if they were getting exactly what they wanted, which was very nice.
Body shield here. Level 2.
If anybody sees a select fire, let me know.
Alright, we'll do.
For a prowler.
G7 scout here.
Caleb, make sure you ping it. You use that ping system.
I did.
Really hates when you say stuff out loud.
I mean,
Didn't know this
He's
was
a
a
real
joke.
dick.
I don't think it's a joke. I think it's serious. It's just nice when you use, mechanics that built into. Listen, this game gives you more options than most.
Where are you going now?
Starting to use them.
Skulltown's the opposite direction we need to go. I was about to say, do you want to go to Skulltown? And fucking Lifeline said, check your map. Fuck you, asshole. Murph, why are you crawling, homie?
Going
I
to Bone Town.
slid and broke my ankle.
Oh. Did nobody else land here?
Attention.
Nope.
The champion has been eliminated.
Alright, I guess everyone went to the hot zone. Speaking of the hot zone, that book fucked me up as a kid. I read it in high school. It's about Ebola. Nope. That's not what I wanted.
There's an extended energy mag here.
All right.
There was a triple tag back on the other side if somebody wanted that.
Oh, I dropped it. Sorry, I didn't even think about pinging it.
No, I'm just saying that I have the energy mag here.
Sure.
Oh man.
The ring is in
Dream
close
come true
proximity.
right now.
Less than 1 minute.
Got my level 3 heavy mag with this machine gun.
There's some heavy ammo right here.
Heavy ammo here.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna need some of that.
I need an extra.
I have a
Only
feeling.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Anybody finds
The
one.
rings. Enemy over there.
Do not have one at the moment.
Enemy over there.
Alright, glasses. Calling out targets. Did you hear the thing, or is that a dragon?
The above us. It's a dragon.
Okay.
They're over there.
Target
somewhere.
over there.
I only saw 2 of them still over there.
Warning.
I
There's
can
the
see
third one.
that the ring's moving on the map.
Yep, right there. Got a target over here. Just went inside that building.
Are we engaging this?
Oh, sorry. Eric definitely is.
I'm waiting for you guys to get over.
Just a choke, not a select fire. Alright. Someone's going up top. They're gonna see us. They're up here.
Yep.
Throwing a grenade. Tossing it out.
Right to your left, Caleb.
Fence placed.
Reloading.
The fence is complete.
Going up this tower. It's gonna be probably blurred.
On me too.
I downed an
I
adversary.
knocked one of them. The knocked one's climbing.
Shit, out of ammo.
He's resident. I'm
Numbers?
inside this building if you can get in.
I'm here.
I'm resin, Caleb.
My synapses
Down.
are firing
All dead.
again.
Kill.
Here's
Thank
Smurf.
you.
Perfect.
Taking a moment to
Thank
heal
you.
up.
Whoa, they just died. I guess that was the
Nice
last
shooting,
one.
Caleb.
Thanks.
Let me know if we have extra.
I need a
trying
backpack.
to say,
These fuckers
guys.
have a backpack.
There's a backpack in the blue box in here. I need a light mag. That's not gonna hurt. That's alright.
If
Through here. Got enough light rounds for sure. Shit. Alright.
looking for sniper optics.
Where's their teammate?
Let's explore this.
There was a Bangalore I was chasing earlier. Oh shit, zone.
Yeah, glass dropped a.
Guys to our right over here
Hostile
somewhere.
over there.
I still need.
Watch out for the
Unlooted right now.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
We're outside the next ring.
Just gotta pass myself up.
Crap! I picked up something. Select fire. Did anybody have the
Gonna
power?
hop up here. Select fire.
Okay. Are we watching to make sure these
Gotta
guys
hop
don't
up.
come behind
Optics
us?
here.
Yeah, I'm
Sniper.
watching left right now.
They're on the. They're over here somewhere.
Let's go this way.
If anybody finds an extended light mag, let me know.
Will do.
R301 over here if anybody wants it.
This is doesn't
Okay.
look like it's looted in here.
Oh, hey, Glass. Here's your thing.
Let's go here.
The antenna thing.
Allons-y.
Didn't you need to
No,
scan?
I
that?
already did one.
Okay.
That was the first
Close
thing I
in the
did
door
when I,
then?
first thing I did when I landed.
Havoc if anybody wants it.
Fence in position.
The fresh blue armor in here.
What's that?
I'm fencing.
Pistol.
Death boxes in here.
Caleb, you need to shield up, bud.
Yep.
Fence is complete.
Recharging shields.
Light extended mag
light
here.
mag here. Level 1.
I could use the next one, or I'll trade
Hostile
you
spotted.
Lub if
Close.
it is better.
Across the river.
Skull piercer and a wingman in here if anybody wants it, and an extended mag for it.
I'm taking it.
Nope, go for it.
1 minute until close. Rings nearby. Target
Yep,
spotted.
squad
up
over
here,
there.
yep.
Enemy in sight.
2.
Octane and I think a caustic. Hammer point. If anybody has a P21,
Right here.
Contact with hostile.
Close building.
Only 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, right
the
here.
ring's close. Making contact with
Yep.
enemy.
Right here too.
Enemy right here.
Frag out.
Zip lining.
Careful, guys. We have one right next to us.
On the rooftop over here.
10 seconds.
Okay.
The ring's moving,
Ring's
friends.
closing.
Yep, we should go uphill this way.
Good there.
Recharging my shields.
On you, not taking my zip line.
Oh, guys up there, guys up there.
I'm taking fire, friends.
Knocked.
Frag out.
Enemy taken down.
Which one? One.
Reloading.
C'est magnifique.
Fucking, where's
Did we get the prospect now?
Oh, where's Smurf? I got him.
Down, right here. One here.
Reloading. I took out an enemy.
He's running for the ring.
To win. Hold on. Let me help you.
You got meds?
Alright, just relax. I got everything under control.
Cover me.
Crap, I
That's
got
what you're supposed to say, right?
Good looking out. Repairing.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. No, damn it.
I am down.
Round 3.
I'm bleeding out.
I should have.
Just gotta patch
Damn it.
myself up. Hang on.
You gonna get to me?
Yeah. Should be able to.
Recharging shields.
Maybe. I know Smurf will be able to. Or maybe not. I'm sure
You
they're not
might
gonna
have to
be-
come grab me, love.
Yeah. Grab my banner.
Shit. I thought I would stop the fucking.
No, it doesn't stop
Yeah, I
it.
did too. That was a mistake.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you should be able
Wow.
to snag their banners and get back.
Oh, the nearest one is like all the way across the map.
Yeah,
Play sneaky,
no
baby.
health.
Play sneaky.
God damn it.
Can't believe this guy that's still alive has seen Free Willy,
Might be
but not
something good there.
Ghostbusters. That was funny. He looked like he just gave me the finger when he threw out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna point that comment out during the stream, but he kind of passed.
It's
right over
okay.
it.
Yeah, that's all right. I
It
was
was
just trying to
hilarious.
get chat to laugh.
Oh, no more beacons, man.
Oh, they're all done?
No, there's still beacons.
Yeah, this one right here.
Nope.
isn't it?
They just use it all.
What?
I think
This
they're all
one's
gone.
Oh, there's a beacon right in front of me, guys.
Yeah.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Yeah, that one's there. We're good. Oh,
Care package.
You guys are gonna land with no weapons. God damn it.
It's alright.
It's like-
I've
Me
seen
and,
love.
me and Caleb did it once, and I picked up. I don't remember what
More
it was.
importantly,
but it was
love, you need to get the
two
hell
worst
out of here.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Run! Run!
Cannon fodder. Here it comes.
We'll draw them out for you.
There's a
Just
bunch of
like
guys right
in
here.
garages. We don't even have time for that. Zone. Oh no.
Optics
No,
here.
don't jump
range.
out that.
I have come to save the day. Maybe.
Run!
Be back.
Get your guns.
There's no guns to go. Oh, are we in zone now?
One sec. Healing up.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Caleb, I'd
There's one
say if
left.
anything, just drop them one of yours.
Yeah, here's my sniper
3 squads left.
and plenty of ammo.
I know it's not the same, but
Body shield
somebody
here.
else has a
Level
weapon.
1.
Someone grabbing that.
Triple take right here, Smurf.
Triple take here.
I just grabbed the sniper unless you want it.
I'll take the triple break.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know what's better.
The scout's
Probably the
probably
triple
better. It's
take.
got a higher. The scout's got a higher fire rate.
We should head this way since there's probably no people over here, and we can.
Well, the
Find some more
zone's
boxes.
way over there.
Yeah, zone's on this side though.
We got a minute, guys. We got 60 seconds. We can find some more guns for you or something.
It's possibly true, but we also have
There's a
no
loot
idea.
drop over
Something
here.
over there.
Bait.
Oh, R301. That's good news. I got no bag.
Bye.
Backpack in here.
How about this way?
The ring is in close proximity. Less than 1 minute.
Oh, nice. What loot do we got?
Not much.
3
Hellstar.
squads left, guys.
I took the L-Star.
30 seconds. Ring's close.
Oh, another one over here, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, watch the left, watch the right though.
Yeah.
Footsteps, footsteps.
Could be it.
Okay, pop it.
Here, someone can take that helmet. Or, oh, okay, took my helmet. Good. Wolf, this tunnel's a good place to defend.
Dude, yeah.
We should stay up here.
We're inside the ring. We're safe.
Yeah, just watch the buildings behind you.
Yeah, for sure. I never used the L-Star, so
Custodian,
that's
were
interesting.
there full squads or?
3 squads left.
I know, but
Sounds
were
like they're
they
shooting at
full?
each other. No, I don't think so.
Should we go third party, or at least?
Can hang out for a second. Let the circle bump.
Where was the shots coming from?
Shot sounded like it came from 200, 250.
Round
Oh.
5. Beginning ring
You
countdown.
should
Wow.
stay put.
That's convenient.
We're inside the ring. I'm positive.
Did I not pick up this? Oh, one of you guys picked up that shield cell. Okay.
Yeah, good call, Caleb.
If you need the shield cell, I can give it to you. Hey, does anybody have syringes so I can get?
Yo,
full?
Smurf, start laying fences down over there.
I've got a full med
Okay.
kit. That's it. I've got one.
Here, Smurf, I got
Brilliant
one for
call, Glass.
Setting a fence.
you. There's
Laying
one
fences.
syringe.
Anyone passes
Can't
through
get in
here?
behind us.
We'll know.
Thank you.
They're fighting each other.
Healing my wounds.
Coming towards us. Which one?
I don't know.
Are we sure they can't get up and over?
Guys, come down here.
I
Come
go
down here.
all the way to.
Quick, come
I
down
go
here quick.
where Caleb's
Guys, come
at
down here
and put a
quick.
wall up.
Put a wall up right
Check
here.
it over there.
Alright, I just used them. 2 seconds.
They've got walls on the other side of those doors.
Put your super down. Put your super down so that way we have a shield
Alright, hold
buff
on.
and it makes your abilities come back faster.
Wait, what the hell?
Fire is down.
Yeah, as long as you're standing in, it makes your abilities come back faster.
Oh, that's what it does.
Oh, shut that shit.
Oh, he's gonna, when they
10
open the
seconds.
door, just
The
pop
ring
them.
is fairly close.
Yeah, then we just pop.
No,
it
if we
or-
put a gate here, they have to walk through it, and they have to walk through it to get into zone.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
right
yeah.
now we're standing
Yeah,
outside
gate,
of zone.
yeah, gate these doors right here.
I can see that the
Gate
ring
them
is
quick and
moving
then
on
back the fuck up.
Down a fence. Fence placed.
Alright, let's go. Back up. In zone. I have 3 grenades.
Good shit, Smurf. Yeah, look, they gotta go through double layers. That's cool.
Is that good? Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh,
I messed,
they're down there.
felt like I
Alright, frag
messed
out.
up.
Opening fire on the enemy. Look out, grenade!
Oh wait, how
Frag out. R-Star out.
Can Watson go through anybody?
Beginning ring
Getting
countdown.
hurt over here.
Oh, good down,
Go
Caleb.
R-Star.
Down
Not
to
all
one.
of us
Oh
are in
shit.
the ring.
I have no shields
Oh,
somehow.
they have a Watson, so be careful using all
Give
those
my shield
abilities
to recharge.
or all those bombs.
Throwing arc star. Frag out.
Oh shit.
I need help.
Frag out.
Where they at?
Frag out.
How about
Down
this
here.
way?
Before the ring closes.
They're gonna come to you guys. Huh?
Reloading.
Lub's coming behind them.
Boom, baby!
That's how we do it.
What a game, guys.
Boom.
3 to 1 to 3.
That was so stupid.
You are the Apex
Yo,
champions.
I want you guys to know that when I went to go get you guys back, I sent the Mirage out and
Dude, it
and
popped
both of them got
everybody.
shot out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, boys.
Gunfire.
Yeah, I threw a Mirage out and got gunfire, and I was like, oh god. I hope he doesn't realize that's not me.
Boys.
That fucking game. Look at how low our fucking damage counts were. We barely broke 400 damage.
Look at that.
And yet we had 8 kills.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Guys, that was a 13-point RPG. I am now
in that shit.
Securely in the bronze 3 tier.
Securely in that gold 4, baby. Securely in that gold 4 now.
I'm bronze 2, so you know.
And that was, but you guys just won that at gold 4.
Oh, that's right.
Does it put us at your level?
Mm-hmm.
It'll, yes.
It match makes at my level.
Matches.
Nice. Oh, I forgot the R301's not an SMG. It's technically an assault rifle.
It is.
Who just joined the party opening a bag of
Sketch?
fucking compostable sun chips?
It's Sketch Sawyer.
Compostable sun chips is
I make this look good. Literally, this hair, this face. I mean, come on, you see it.
Oh no, I don't want.
I've got everything you need.
Now you're definitely coming through 2 mics.
And don't blow a fuse.
Yeah, it's weird sounding. Like it's super weird sounding.
This is your champion.
Champion challenger means little if you
There you go. Got it, baby. Oh, Smurf, you're the jump master again. Take us home. Did. Where is that? Over here?
Let's go this way.
Oh, we can always go right here.
Let's explore this way.
1 squad below us. Imagine. Right. Oh shit. I went left.
Boy jumping. Body shield here.
Round 1.
Not all of us are in the ring. Check your maps.
First blood.
That's the first of many lights to go out.
R301 here.
Where the hell are these guys?
Attention.
Nope, right here.
Hostile spotted. New kill leader. You're in their sights. Getting shot at. Phasing. Hostile right here.
This is what happens when your unit goes AWOL.
That Bangalore's 1 shot. They're right on my body.
Kill leader eliminated.
Knockdown shield here. Level 1.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys broke right. I don't know. I saw Viz. That's the level in which I hold you to, right? Okay.
Control the charge, control the arena.
That movie looks good.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at this. Okay, I do lie, but not this time.
Let's pick the right way and go.
Introducing your
Do you have your mic on your Astros?
I never say die. I fight until it hurts.
There it is.
I'm the jump master. This time.
I was getting game. I was just like, God, that sounds so weird. Yeah, because it was like jumping in and out, and that's the only thing I could think of.
Land here.
Dropping in. Hang on.
Yes.
How about this way?
Reloading.
There's a bloodhound landed right in front of me. I was trying to pop him with triple take.
Round 1.
Enemy down.
Beginning ring.
You're in view of the enemy. Reloading. New kill leader. Watch for them.
Reloading.
I have a.
Engaging the enemy.
Oh, Smurf, we're way off you, buddy.
Taking damage.
Nice.
Reloading.
Smurf, I got no shot from here. Armor broke on that Bangalore.
I'm taking shots.
I defeated.
Oh, they're. What the hell? Up, Smurf, look up.
Right
Behind you, Smurf, behind you.
That was the last one. Bye bye, squad.
Contact with hostile.
I'm down.
Nice work.
It's not safe here.
That might just have been the last one, because no one's revenging or whatever. Barrage here to save the day.
Thanks for that.
Oh, there we go.
Eric, they led you into a trap. Jesus.
Yeah, I should not have.
She was standing on top of that door. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was some extra shit. Luckily, I heard Glass
Body shield.
say it, right?
Shotgun bolt here.
So I looked up,
Level
I was
3.
like,
I need
I
help.
need heals, if anybody's got any.
yeah, I got some. How do I drop?
Yeah, I've got some syringes.
Here.
Patching myself up. Just topping off my shields.
That's sexy.
Alright, guys, let's go. Let's go shit.
Shotgun bolt. Body shield here.
There
Level
might
2.
be somebody on us.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Field cells here.
Sniper stock here. Level 2.
Nobody aimed at me.
Okay. I could use a stock if we find one.
Thank you.
Is anybody running heavy ammo? Because
Yeah.
I got a
I need a
hemlock.
heavy mag for my pistol because I've only got 4 rounds. Oh, damn, you took it. Okay.
what? Oh, were you?
That heavy, that extended mag, I've got 999.
Here.
G7 scout here.
Go ahead. I mean, I would like it, but I'll get
Here, there's a
one
blue
later.
one.
Extended light mag here.
Blue one.
Level 2.
Thanks.
I wouldn't have bitched about that if I had known I already had one.
Alright. I think I'm gonna switch to the G7. I don't really like to have it.
R301 right here.
Level 3 energy mag.
here. Level 3.
Also, I dropped a Havoc on that level 3 mag. So.
Care package being delivered.
Caleb, throw Eric some of those.
Check it out. Care package coming in.
Yeah, Eric, I got some syringes for you. I found a full health kit so I can shed.
Whoa.
Optics
A
here.
gold
Sniper.
flatline.
Oh wow.
What?
Gold flatline. Somebody want it?
No,
you,
got
baby.
that shit, homie?
You sure?
Murph's all about
man.
Alright. I don't know what to do with it, but I'll pick it up.
the point. The end that bullets come out at.
Here. Level 2.
Level 2, level 3 heavy mag.
Okay. Oh, yes, where's that? Oh,
It's right around the door.
Thank you.
Oh, we're encircled too. We could hit Thunderdome over here.
Oh man, fucking hemlock though. R99 and wingman's not terrible. Especially not with the skull piercer on the wingman. I
Yeah,
just gotta
no.
be clutch with my shots. Here, Glass, come this way. I got health for you.
There's more health kits and shields over here.
Shield cell here. Shield cell here. Backpack here. Level 1.
Healing up. Eyes are open
Can I
though.
get the heavy ammo?
I could use a level 2 or higher backpack.
Dibs. Cancel that.
I think I have a level 1. I've got a level 1.
Do you guys want to try and hit up the Thunderdome?
Fuck it, let's do it. Got 240 and 60. Sorry, 270 and 60 from my...
I have 354 rounds.
Flatline's full auto, right? Yeah.
This is open. This is
full
open.
angle.
Oh crap! Never mind.
Zone's coming too.
Yep. So these were open, you said, Bub?
Yeah, there's crates open down in the pit.
You think those are the guys? No, those aren't the guys that pushed us. So
No, there's no way those are the guys that pushed us.
we should try and get high ground.
There's definitely a team somewhere over here.
Might be something good this way.
We should get to the middle stacks, get up top. I'm going to the stacks like that. They came out real strong. Get to the middle stacks.
Get them stacks.
In them stacks, baby.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
This was a good drop, man.
All right, lucky us. We're already inside this next
I
ring.
did
Attention.
so little. Can I look at how much damage I've done? I can't. I wish I could, because I got a kill, and I hit him with 2 bullets from an arm. Walked around the corner and went, he died.
Boop, boop. Because,
Yeah, it was real
whoa, we got a death box up here.
Let's go that way. Never mind.
Interesting.
All right, we're down to 50% kids. Yeah, that's some pretty easy
I'm gonna
math.
go for it.
Yeah, it
Let's
might
see
be
what's
from the
in it.
dragon. This is a good point. I'm gonna get there first.
I know, you took the better way. Damn it, I went the wrong way. Dude, it's about a team, Lob. I mean, jeez.
I'm not gonna take stuff in it if it's nice. You found it.
I gave
I
you
don't know if there's a way to
gave
get
you
there.
a-
Hold on. I don't know if there's a way to get there.
have a G7 Scout and a gold flatline. I'm the last person. Last person who needs some.
He's got a backpack, a helmet, and a level 2 shield, and a Mozambique.
If it's a level 2 backpack, I'll take that.
Nope, it's a level 1.
Ugh, what a waste. Last, yeah, you're good. All right, did anybody push from behind us?
Would you like me to?
I don't know. I've never tried it. So.
Try anything twice, right?
No, actually, no, I don't live by that far.
Oh shit! I fell.
All right, Eric fell. Top down.
Okay.
I mean, technically, we don't have to fucking move, but in my experience, sit and hold up is how you die.
Yeah, I'm fine with moving. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. I just don't know where to go since we
Shooter, move.
Are you shooting at me? Yep.
Oh.
Getting shot at.
Recharging my shield.
Coming up.
Where?
Throwing thermite grenade. Boy jumping.
Purple.
Need to recharge my shields.
Around that corner. Careful, love. I lost you. Down.
Recharging my shields.
I feel like you were a droid army like in Star Wars.
Up here?
You would use
Third party.
Yep.
You would use.
I'm taking shots.
Fall back into Skull Town.
Need to recharge my shields. Going to phase.
But you would definitely use something faster to talk to each other.
Yeah, that'd be true.
What'd you say?
So if you like the droid army in Star Wars, you would probably use English to talk to people who, you know, had to speak. But to speak to each other, you would probably be using something a little quicker.
Oh yeah, it'd be fucking blips and
like a modem.
Oh god, that'd be so dope.
We're inside the ring. I spotted enemy.
Hostile over there.
Oh shit!
Reloading.
Wow.
Just gotta patch myself up.
Love, drop down. Whenever you
I'm
need a
healing.
second.
1 second. We got this.
That was painful.
Mike.
I gotta heal. Oh!
I'm bleeding out.
2 on me.
Firing.
Whoa.
I'm down.
Enemy down.
Mira, it's not about how hard you tried. It's
God,
about
we
who
should have pulled out
wins.
sooner.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So many people in this party know that.
Funny
Hey,
joke.
We're back in the top half, fellas.
I had 180 damage. Received premium currency for what?
Battle pass.
Oh, okay, it was weird that it showed me what I got before it showed me tearing up.
Inching closer to that bronze too. Oh, and I forgot to use the stupid things.
I need that.
Sarge, you gotta remind me to
25
throw up,
more damage is Mirage.
To do what?
Throw up those laser wires.
Fences? Yeah.
Yeah, fences.
GG indeed.
And your ultimate.
Oh, I forgot about the ultimate. Damn it. So many good things I could have done there. Mirage could have been miraging for days.
Oh, steamed up and ready to burn.
Time to cut the power.
I really love playing as Octane. Octane's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. I'm just kidding. Nothing scares me.
Yes, I did. I enjoy him as well.
I miss Shadowrun.
Dude, it's such a good game.
It was good.
This is your champion.
Playing Capture the Flag, one guy would give me all his money at the beginning so I could buy teleport. We were unstoppable. And then the rest of the game, I would just give him all my money.
Dude, it was... Oh god, I played that
Just a thought, we could land here.
Much, and then like, one of those games that just like, alright, new game, and like you just moved on from it and then forgot about it for a few years. And you're like, hey, that game was cool.
Yeah.
I never played
it was so well
based on a
too.
cyberpunk
Tabletop.
Tabletop game. Yep.
Tabletop. Yeah. And the original was not. It was a RTS, right? Or no, not a.
It was like a Civ
It wasn't a shooter
like
before.
Like a 4X.
We have a team coming here with us.
I'm going far in.
So.
Quick. What does 4X stand for?
Must go faster.
Exploration, exploitation, excommunication,
extermination.
Attention. First blood.
exploration.
First kill. On the bright side, it was fast.
Wow. That's
Round one.
And
Beginning
spandex.
ring countdown.
Explore, expand, exterminate.
Feel that charge in the air. We're inside
What's
the
the
ring. We're safe.
take advantage of it? Explore, expand,
Exploit.
exploit, and exterminate. Yes.
I said a smart thing. Woo!
Yo, I found out what that meant last year.
Hey, hold on.
I was
Hold
like,
on.
oh, 4X means something? Shh. Sorry.
I got footsteps. Yep.
Firing. I'm in trouble.
Shit.
One knock.
I downed an adversary.
Coming.
I'm bleeding out.
Oh, come on, dude.
Just you and me. We have to move quick.
Like 40 meters.
Just how I like it. Reloading.
2 on my body.
Reloading.
Their bloodhound is super weak.
It's go time.
Oh my god, come on.
Bad news, I'm down.
Last that half.
Taking fire. Downed one.
Back door. Lifeline in the back door.
Ah.
You got him up.
It's weird. He was running while her shield was still up. That doesn't make much sense. to me.
Hacks.
There's a couple shots. Panda says he's honestly not surprised that you didn't play Shadowrun. When did that game come out? That game came out
Thanks, Panda.
within the first year of the 360 coming out?
Yeah, it was really early. And I didn't get a 360 until 2009.
Right.
My parents were very weirdly draconic about systems. Ben, fun fact, bought a PS2 for us for Christmas in 2001 or 2, and my parents gave it back. Because they bought a bunch of PlayStation games, and they were afraid that if we got the PS2, we wouldn't play the games that they bought us, despite the fact that the PS2 was backwards compatible. And it also meant that we would have a DVD player and we wouldn't have to bother them with the TV. And I think eventually
came out in 2007.
I convinced him, I think, eventually.
Yeah, in like February we ended up getting it, or late January we ended up getting
3 words: win and win again.
All aboard the Ox train.
Yeah, Shadowrun came out in 2007. Thank you, Panda.
That was the most deflating shit. Like getting a gift and being like, "Oh shit," and then them giving it back like that night or some shit.
Yeah. Mine's like, what?
Yeah, it sucked. I was like, what?
Why
What?
are you doing this?
Don't do that to us.
Oh, you have
Nice.
to remember that, like, this is me and 3 kids old enough to understand what's going on, and we were all furious. We were like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?" One of many things. Questionable reasoning.
Oh, I need to hit the wrong button. It's you now. Sorry.
Do that.
Yeah, you're getting down in it.
Hey, maybe we land here. Or maybe we don't. Whatever.
Okay. Or maybe we don't.
Yeah, feels my shit, man.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm watching gameplay of Shadowrun right now on YouTube.
Oh, so good.
It's still pretty legit looking, not gonna lie.
Oh, the textures were not bad at all.
We got anybody coming with us?
You could,
Yeah,
you
go
could
left.
buy
Go
new
left.
weapons
How about
and
this way?
shit. Like that was the cool
Squad landing
part.
right. Smurf, what are you doing?
Oh, it's alright. It's alright. Jacob.
I'm down.
Oh,
So many games in this.
Ready, set,
I
go.
was getting stuff. I lit him on fire.
Keep up with me, compadre.
My box should be up there, right?
There's a guy right here,
Did you
kid.
fall off?
Yeah.
Taking fire.
Wow, how did that go?
You can't put a zip line.
Still. You're lucky I like you.
Box was over there.
Guess I owe you dinner now, huh?
Take your time. You got one down. They gotta come get his box.
I got cylinders.
You guys ever play Phantom there?
Someone behind us.
Let's go here.
Yep.
Yeah, by the door glass behind you. Yep. Small building.
Bamboozle
Still
something good
there.
there.
Appointed.
Love, you may need to go across to get my
Soon
thing.
to be me.
Or
Throw an
somebody.
arc star.
No bamboozle.
One
Shit,
of
another
these.
person's shooting at him.
If you don't go now, I don't think you
Reloading.
can. Love left to get my.
Yeah, I'm getting his banner real
whatever.
quick.
Yeah,
Beacon.
Got the banner.
On you, love. What? I heard footsteps. I could have swore I heard footsteps. Oh, there's a purple stick to your right.
Yep, incoming.
Reloading.
On the zip line right now, Glass. Oh, good shooting. Wait, did that thing just turn around?
Yeah, they jumped.
Oh,
45 seconds. Ring's not too far. I'm okay with that.
Reloading.
See ya.
That was the last of that squad.
Above you.
Up above.
You like cutting it close, huh? Hit the ejector seat.
He's got no shield.
Reloading. Down that one. We've got company. Got trouble
Tons
here.
on you.
Sending out my team.
Oh, he's on top. It's gonna be a hard
Two more.
grab.
Right here.
We're not alone.
They're rezzing right now.
Movement in progress.
Decoy escape deployed.
On you.
Eric just launched
I
himself.
won. Congratulations to me.
I was gonna jump off. I thought that would be fun.
Actually, that would have been a good if Glass had gotten all the way off. You could have picked up his banner and then ran. That's my fault. That's my fault,
I
guys.
severely overestimate how much health and capability I had surrounded by 3 people.
Nah, you're great. You're the best. And don't we deserve the best?
Oh. So I'm playing Battlefront 2 just for the shits and giggles. And they added destroyer droids.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, they're very cool. They don't roll as fast as they should, like rotationally.
No, this is pretty quick.
Oh, alright. Maybe my buddy was going slow when I saw him doing it. I love Bobby's little fucking cobs and slaw picture.
This is good.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Is anybody playing as Pathfinder?
No, I haven't been.
Glass, are you rolling Pathfinder?
Nah, I'm done with Pathfinder.
Okay, I'm gonna do some Chivos challenges. Alright, Sarge.
What's up?
He's going to put the baby down.
Oh, alright.
Or try. As he might.
This is my favorite part.
Come on, we got this. We got this.
Oh man, going back to the oldie, huh?
He's here.
The Rock of Gibraltar.
All right, so I did my hair for this. There's nothing wrong with looking good in the ring, and I look good.
So there's a thing that happened recently. At GameStop around E3, up until the beginning of July, I think, they were showing interviews and shit on the show floor. And there's a moment where they interview the studio head over at the Coalition, the guys making Gears of War, and they talks about, the guy brings up, like, you guys got a lot going on. Stuff's pretty busy for you right now. And he was like, the guy responds and goes, yeah, we've got this and this and this. And what he says is, we're working on Gears 5, we've got a book, we've got some comics, the movie, and then he brushes right past it.
Right.
And there's no confirmation we're getting a Gears movie literally anywhere.
Except everybody wanting Dave Bautista to play.
Did you see fucking Dave Bautista and Terry Crews tweeting each other about it?
Yep.
Attention.
Wait, how did I end up on Mirage?
First blood, and it's not us. Wonderful.
I have no idea. Somebody with it. Shit.
Take him down. I got lost. I don't know how I feel about the Gears movie.
On the game, story in the games, it'll be fine.
Reloading.
The emergence war before they go and get Marcus out of
Champion
prison.
just fell.
Did we end up killing that caustic?
Yes.
Yeah, we got him. He paid. With his caustic ass alive.
He fell down though.
I don't believe he came alone either.
Safe
R99 here.
Get to bamboozling.
Oh, I just went downstairs. I'll come back for it.
I need it.
Fucking Gibraltar with a R99 is a very funny image to me. Big guy with a little gun.
Light ammo here. Grappling. Hemlock here. Body shield here. Level 1. Prowler SMG here. Got a hop up here.
Oh my goodness, what the hell's going on?
Go bamboozle.
There was
syringes.
Havoc thing up there.
I got a full health kit for you.
Hey Ben, your mic's making fuzzies.
Friends, magazine here.
If you have an
Level
energy
1.
weapon, Havoc, I think, probably got
Flatline here.
1 minute. The ring is
Healing up. Give me a sec.
backpack here. Level 2.
That flatline over here's got 2 sacks of ammo.
There's a Havoc over here if somebody needs it. Did somebody get that gold hop?
G7 scout here. 45 seconds. Ring's not too far. I'm okay
Also,
with
there's
that.
a blue backpack down here if you don't have one.
Right here.
You need
Was
heals.
that extended mag for the Havoc?
It wasn't it up?
I got it.
30 seconds remain. The ring is nearby.
Here, low bulb, I'm gonna drop. Oh.
Where is the Havoc?
Where are you, Caleb?
Underneath you. To the right.
Looking for a Peacekeeper choke.
Attention.
Tick-tock, 10 seconds.
Thanks,
At
homie.
least the ring's close. New kill leader. Soon to be me.
Guys, find that Havoc.
Yeah, it's outside over here.
Death box here.
Movement in progress.
Ring's moving.
We got a bit of a hike, I think.
Nah, it's
never
right.
mind.
It's right there.
I was looking at the second ring. Sorry. Yeah. Peacekeeper choke if we find one.
Extended heavy mag.
Extended heavy mag here.
Oh,
Level 1.
I put it there. So.
No.
Sure.
I was going down the.
Oh, I only have 1 mag for this.
Alright, we're down to 50%, kids. Yeah, that's some pretty easy math.
Attention. Delivering.
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
You should find energy ammo. I would think.
Knockdown shield here. Level 1.
Heavy ammo here.
Gotta hop up here. Choke. Extended
thanks,
heavy
Flash.
mag here. Level 1. Sending out my decoy.
If I can, I want to charge up this thing.
Oh, there's a triple take right here. Damn.
With no ammo or what?
Nah, I have a spin up for the Havoc. I'm not gonna use it.
Arcstar right here.
Arcstar here.
Shellmongers are pretty cool. Gamer tag. The fact that there's a 710 after.
There's energy energy ammo up here.
Yep.
That's a lot of shellmongers.
Yeah.
The champion has been eliminated.
They got 0. There's definitely not 0 shellmongers.
Friends, there is an extended energy magazine here. Level 1.
Going to sleep is stupid.
4x. You said going to sleep is stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sending out my decoy.
Barrel stabilizer here.
Shield cell here.
I like the little memes that are like, God, you can only live for 100 years. They're like, okay, but you're gonna be unconscious for a third of it. And they're like, wait, what? That sucks. And he's like, and I'm gonna make it your favorite part.
Do we want to stay here for a second? Make sure nobody pulls up behind us. I don't know, I'm asking. I don't care if we want to keep moving.
I said sure.
Guys, right here.
Got one spotted.
That's a decoy, don't shoot. They're trying to
Bad guy
build
over
it.
there.
Came from the
Take him
left,
out
though,
with a
right?
decoy.
Yeah.
Let's check out this way.
Threw my grenade out.
Target spotted.
Yeah, they're out
Frag
there.
out.
We going?
I got you. The guy's cornered.
Oh, they just threw a Gibraltar ball down. Oh yeah. Oh, Smurf right into Gibraltar ball. You madman, you.
I told you.
Decoy. They fell back. They're over
Say
here.
we move this way.
Hold on.
Sending out my decoy.
Behind this rock.
I say we move this way.
There's a lot of people up here on the drop ship. We could fall back and
On the roof right here.
Fire, friends.
1 minute till ring close.
Hostile spotted. Heads up,
They're
guys,
coming
over
around
here.
behind us.
Bring down some destruction. Showing some colorful
fall
operas.
back, fall back.
Get out there and wait.
I thought I heard it.
Giving my shield a recharge.
Repairing my damages. Sending out my decoy.
Did we ever get the one right on top of us?
Oh my god, there's so much fighting in here.
Right here in the middle?
Contact with enemy. Firing.
Purple shields.
10 seconds. They're close. Reloading.
Oh my god.
Shield. Up, rings moving. It's deuce o'clock.
Bounties are over here.
Oh, there was a guy up here with me.
Contact with hostile.
Shit, fucking rain. I'm not gonna survive this.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We wiped the squad. Just gotta patch myself up.
Guys, I'm gonna keep moving towards the circle.
Mirage here to save the day. Took out an enemy.
Wow. That's a hard circle.
Someone's getting his squad back. One sec, healing up.
Taking fire, brother. No good, brother.
Oh.
100 down.
Go out and bamboozle him.
Glass is gonna make it.
Can't even wait them out to go get my banner though. That's the truth. Real.
One sec, healing up.
It's not far from zone. You can head around. So there's not that squad left me alone.
I just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
Nope. They were all right there waiting.
What the fuck were they doing there?
They knew. They're like, they'll come back. That's where they hit.
They were stream sniping.
Stream snipers.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. See, all
Well,
the
good news
challenges.
is if I get 2 points, I will be bronze 2.
Yeah, this game we can do pretty bad. And I need 3 points. Nope, I need 2 points.
I gotta get 3 or more points every round now to go positive.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
How many did you get that one?
1.
Oof.
Ugh. Sorry.
I'm going the All-Star team.
Grapple, locked and loaded.
Pick me, I'm so bored.
Oh yeah, little bloodhound. Yeah, buddy.
If the gods will it, we win.
Yeah, buddy. The gods will it. We win.
Some of my favorite wins are playing with them. They are
Bloodhound?
very, very good. Yeah.
This is your champion.
Cringe and then fight.
I had a guy like try and zip line towards me. I hit him twice, and he freaked out and ran off. And I popped my ult and just chased his bleeding ass down. It was really good. Where do you want to go?
I don't care.
Yo, that dropship is going far.
Yeah, it is.
I still kind of want to go to relay.
I say we land here.
Relay. What do you think?
How about that?
Prepare for battle.
One team to our left. Right below us, perhaps going also to relay. 100% going to relay.
I'm falling backside.
A whole bunch of people going to relay.
Good. Land for it.
Look at the map.
I guess Smurf
The
is
next
going
ring is
backside.
far.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I just thought you dropped down. We hit that flagpole or whatever, so I thought.
Shit.
I'm down. Actually got hit.
Fuck stick.
My dust, but you're already dead, amigo.
Another Pathfinder there should be pretty weak.
Fuck off!
Oh man. Nice job. Yep, Smurf.
Right.
Go.
Pick me up.
Yeah. Hold on. Nope.
Squad. Golly.
All right, one more.
Getting 0 points is embarrassing. I have no idea how I lost to that Bangalore. She had no shields, and I had a hard line. I had her dead to rights. I probably shouldn't have scoped in, honestly. Let's go. My streams get a lot of lurkers. Not a lot of people that participate in chat. Hey, chat. Talk to us. Say what's up. Yo, everybody, please watch Barry. Please start watching Barry. If you have HBO, fucking watch Barry. Bill Hader is a gift.
Man, The Boys. Oof. Are you watching that, Ben?
Yeah, 4 episodes in.
Yeah. Did you read the comics?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I went and pulled them out of the box in my garage.
I've got everything you need.
Before it came out.
Nope, I missed that one.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Today will be our day. Fight Reaker.
Carl Urban might be the perfect casting for that character, though.
I love him so much.
He's so good.
This is your
Could he play Wolverine?
Yes.
Sure.
Depending on what age they want to make Wolverine, I think so. I think he might be too close to Hugh Jackman, though. Right?
Oh, maybe. Trade one Aussie for another.
Well, you're getting an Aussie for a New Zealander, right? So.
Oops, that's a mistake that they would not forgive me for making.
Nope, they wouldn't. Bust over to market.
Battle lies below. Let's go over here.
There's definitely a team below us that's going here. Are we diverting or are we
divert?
Or are we going?
We can fight them. Let's fucking fight them.
Alright, they're going in. Nobody went outside, so I'm gonna hit up the building on the outside.
Oh, that's got a kick.
First blood. Round 1.
Are you kidding me right now?
Countdown.
No freaking gun in here.
Good, we're inside.
Go burn yourself, game.
Damn it.
No bueno. Bad guys here. Your journey ends today.
Well, we got a problem here, guys.
Down 2.
Nice. Look at you.
Good, because all I had was
I have been named the kill leader.
Didn't even touch me.
Somebody go get me up before. Oh shit, somebody just used that spawn point. Oh no, they didn't. Later, Panda. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Why am I not finding a gun?
I'm going to get Eric back.
Okay, I'm gonna keep roaming until I find a gun.
You zip line?
Yeah, that was me. There's a lot of shooting going on though.
It's on the other side of the cliff.
Hopefully.
I have a G7 Scout. That is.
Armor here, Eric.
Level 1. Lockdown shield here. Medkit here.
No. More like heart comes out.
I got
I feel
nothing.
bad to be a squad. Fucking flanked. Yeah, bear stabilizer.
Level 1.
I guess I'll take that.
Level 1. Knockdown shield here. G7 scout here.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Be aware of the new kill leader.
Zip lining up. The next little area, these antennas over here, is
Care
unloaded.
package being delivered.
Gonna push over and try and find something.
Oh, care
Hang on,
package,
wait for-
sweet.
Has to come out with you.
Throwing jump pad.
Eric, your box is over here. There's some more.
Yeah, I got it.
Follow the tunnel. Set the portal.
Found an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
Looking for a light mag. Sniper stock. Also, I guess whatever the hop is for the devotion.
Supercharger.
Supercharger.
Yeah, supercharger. Thanks. I have a select fire. If
anybody's using that devotion, there's a bunch of energy ammo.
Got a hop up here. Choke. Energy ammo here.
Alright, boys. Ooh. I got the girl down, so I'm gonna head to bed.
Everybody.
Sir, take advantage of that time.
Havoc or devotion?
Yes, dude.
Google.
I have the hop, so I brought the havoc. Or whatever the thing is, what's it called? I had the select fire for the... Where are we going? Oh, I thought you guys went up. That was a mistake.
Not all of us are in the ring. Check your maps.
Yeah, check the
I'm
surroundings.
looted. Skulltown is unlooted.
Alright. Eric, let's go to Skulltown.
And that hard.
How do you know that?
You believe.
Yeah. I mean, all the pills are closed.
Find out real quick, won't we? Well, there's nothing here. I'm sorry. There's stuff here still. Completely different than what I said.
Somebody either called in a supply crate over here, or their devotion.
Yeah, sniper scope or stock. Level 3.
Footsteps. Yep, footsteps on me.
Man, you're so far from us.
There they are.
Hitting the eject button.
Target spotted.
Boy jumping.
Come on!
I'm down.
Oh,
Time's over. Healing.
I got full meds for you.
Charging on my shields.
they had just put whatchamacallit, Thunderdome. Up and down glass.
Taking fire. Reloading. 30 seconds until the ring closes. Charging on my shield.
Well, they have people doing mouse and keyboard, right? You have no way of knowing.
They're just shooting way too accurately with
10 seconds till
I'm saying, like, there's people playing with mouse and keyboard on Xbox, right?
Maybe Leo
Yeah.
caffeine, huh?
Warning. Ring closing.
Yeah, she has no shields at all. I shot her and she had purple shields. Where the fuck did they go?
She was storing them in the backpack.
Alright, this is my last one.
Woof. It's fucking 2:30. I gotta go to bed, y'all.
Alright.
That one more?
Then that was my last one.
One more? Come on. Love, one more?
Oh, I hate you guys so much.
Alright.
Just one more. I mean, it's gonna be fast.
This is my last one.
Or not.
But I'm just trying to get him into the game, and then I'll go or not.
And then he'll be the jump master and he'll drop us the opposite direction of everybody else and be like, it'll be quick.
Like I said, it'll be quick.
You won't even feel it.
Yeah, you won't.
Everybody's doing it.
What?
Come on, man.
Doing what?
Everybody's doing it.
Everyone.
All the stuffs.
It is doing what?
It.
You know.
Just it.
Just doing it. Doing it well.
Trust your senses,
Represent Queen.
and victory will follow.
They call me the Eye of the Storm.
Straight out of Brooklyn.
Find them all.
Straight out of Brooklyn.
Let's go for a ride.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, those were the days, man.
So the IMC loses the war in Titanfall, right?
Yeah.
No, they re-gear up at the end.
They what?
Introducing your champion.
At the end of the first one, they re-geared up.
Yeah, but
Your
Titanfall
pilot
2,
breaks
you're a
I'm the jump master.
rebel
Which should
soldier,
go
aren't
without
you?
saying.
Are you IMC? The reason I say that is the Apex Predators were a
Former
colony sympathetic mercenary group.
I thought they were just across all ilk.
Maybe. Maybe the ones I remember talking were just...
I love this part.
I'll tell you what, if we get a Titanfall though, where we could use legend abilities with Predators, that would oh, what a drop in. Oops, did you want this? It's
the hemlock? If you don't want it, I'll take it. But...
Yeah, here.
There's one over here. There's one over here. Keep it.
That's the first of many lights to go out. Next ring's 4.
Because everybody and their mom dropped in the first 2 seconds of...
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Backpack here. Level 1.
Also, energy ammo by that backpack. I got sniper optics if somebody needs.
Flatline here.
I'm gonna trade out this hemlock if you're... Sorry, that was on the gun before I dropped
Oh, you're
it,
good.
so
I already
I'm picking
have
it
a
back up. Oh, that's nice. Barrel stabilizer, level 1. Do you need glass?
Need armor more
Barrel
than anything.
stabilizer here. Level 1. Shield here.
Level 1?
Save that for me.
Did somebody loot this?
I did.
Yeah. I was like, we might have visitors. Looking for a light mag.
Backpack here. Level 1.
It's go time.
Got a hop up here.
Yeah, I could use that.
Light or heavy mags I could use. Alright.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are way the fuck over there.
Oh, God. There's a zip line over there.
Ultimate accelerant here.
I got one. Thank you.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Must go faster.
Team right here. Going back.
Flash, you're by yourself. He fell back. Going up to you. Oh, you underneath?
Uh-huh.
How'd you get down there?
Venus.
That was crafty. Did they hear you think, Love, or what?
No, I don't think they did. I went back. As I went back, I was aiming at them and no one looked.
Alright. Good work.
I said we just swing right.
Delivering care package. Heads up. Care package coming in.
Are you taking that shield battery?
I can't carry it.
I don't know where the fuck they went. Must have gone back through the tunnels. They just fucking disappeared.
Or they're right here to our left.
Backpack here. Level 2.
I need something other than that. Like an Eva.
Yeah, I could use attachments like crazy, but they're not.
Might be something good this way. Energy ammo here.
Danger move. My chick just said, so I'm assuming.
I guess I'm taking a prowler?
Attention.
I was gonna take that.
Such a bad idea. Go for it.
You want the flatline instead?
I'd rather not have two weapons with the same ammo type.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't have enough heavy ammo to really justify it. I've only got one extra mag. Team here, they saw me.
He's on the roof.
One in here with me.
What? Oh, they came through your portal.
Eric, back up and come upstairs.
I'm dead.
Eric, come upstairs.
I'm dead. Wait. We got one dub on the night. Oh, and look at that. We even got disconnected there.
Well, I was still watching.
All right, guys. I'm out of here.
All right, see you guys.
GG's. GG's. Later, guys.
Later.
I'm going to reiterate it one more time. If you are a streamer, right, which I support a lot of different streamers. I'm in a lot of different phenomenal communities that if you're interested in them, look down below. Check out the panels, the House Partners panel specifically, right? Or you can check out Mischief. That's also community. Quest Mode, another community type thing. Guys, lots of different tools. Don't be coming into people's chats, though, following and then dropping them shit in Discord, asking for you to follow back. Right? Just saying. It's not all right. It's not okay. I mean, if that's, you know, that's what blows your skirt up, cool. I guess knock yourself out. But you're not going to get follow for follow from me. It ain't going to happen. Right? It's not a way to build organically. my 480 followers, 481, love them all. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for hanging out night after night that I stream and making this fun to do. I appreciate it. All the mods, the people that have chosen to auto-host me, share me with their communities when they're not streaming. I love it. A lot of people scrolling down this list. I mean, it just keeps going. Flattering. I love it. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Who shall we raid? You got to raid Target? Somebody you want to raid? Let's raid somebody new. Actually, I think I got it. Oh, yeah. We're going to raid Glitchy Girl. New Twitch bar member. Playing a game that I loved to play back in the day. Little City of Heroes. There it is. All right, everybody. If you are a subscriber to the channel, copy that raid command, because Mr. Wadsworth is a lazy bastard and he don't like to sub to my channel. Dirty bastard. Wadsworth. That's true. No Manhattans in the house. Old fashions. 100%. You can do that. 100%. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night, maybe. Depending. Stream schedule's going to be a little sketchy. Going forward. Lots of things to do. Things to take care of IRL. Hopefully I'll be producing some more content soon in various other channels, various other mediums. Working on that right now. Hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Skiwee, I hope your day's off. Your weekend is good. Hopefully your arms have settled down a little bit. GG Smurf, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out for Bounty Board, everybody. If you are new to the channel and you like what you saw, hit that follow button. If not, cool. I appreciate you hanging out anyway. Hybrid Glass on Twitter and Instagram as well. I try and be active there as much as I can be. Anyway, guys, have fun. We're going to raid Glitchy Girl. Make sure you show her some love when we get over there playing some City of Heroes. Let's go. Let's ready up. Let's ready up, baby. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, good day. Happy Thursday. And we will see you next time.